Hold up. This location. All right. Get this set up right quick. Y'all know me. I'm never set up. I'm never set up. I just got done boxing. I want to hurry up and get this bad boy started today. Let's get this started right now. Got my water. I need my sweater. That's what I need. I need a sweater. Good morning. We about to get this live started. If you just walked in, like the video, please. While I get this thing set up. The conversation probably is going to start. Anderson, he said Anderson Silva. Ghost outside. What's good, man? We getting this started. We're going to talk about some Francis Ngannou. Oh, I forgot. I do have this. We're going to talk about some MMA talk. We're going to talk about some relationship talk. We about to talk about some good stuff today. What are y'all doing up this early? Please let me know. Because you could tell I just got done boxing. I need to shave. Ahmed. Homie always come in with that one. He be like, Ahmed. Most high. He gone. He gone. My boy Hasim, however you say your name. Ahmed. Homie be like, Ahmed, he gone. All right. Ritual, pre-game ritual. We got the honey. This is about to be a good live stream. I came on much earlier than usual. So I think I'll be able to get. Oh, that felt good. I think I'll be able to get like 3 hours of this live stream. I've been doing a lot of 3 hours lately, so I feel pretty good about this. We're going to talk about some Francis Ngannou. They said Francis Ngannou is returning to MMA. And my thing is, do we care? Do we actually care about Francis Ngannou? No, like seriously, do we actually give a fuck? Because like the whole stick with Francis Ngannou is like he has like beef with Dana and blah, blah, blah. Fighter pay, blase, blase, blase. Taking my honey pre-ritual. I didn't take the pre-ritual last night. I like to yap a lot. We'll talk about the White House card too. I talked about it last night. We'll talk about this morning. I think the White House card is good. I just think they overhyped it. That's what I think. I think the White House card is a good card. They just overhyped the shit out of that card. That's what I think is what happened. Yep. That's what I think. And I think the problem with MMA lately, let's get into it now. I think the problem with just MMA as a whole lately is that they're overhyping shit. They're overpromising. And that's the problem. Like if you're getting into fights, right? You don't want to oversell the fight. You want to let people know like this is going to be a good fight. And you could talk. You said that last card was trash. Well, I felt like we kind of knew that card was going to be trash. It was just the max. Like, so let's talk about it. We got max. We're going to go step by step. We have the news that we got thus far. We saw Max versus Charles, and that was UFC. What was that? I have my notes sitting right here. That was UFC 326. So, hey, how you doing? So, UFC 326, like we kind of knew that it was going to be trash, but the fact that it was Max versus Charles, that right there was like, holy shit, because just name brand fighters was like, oh shit, this is going to be dope, right? But overall, like besides the two fights with the Gregory Rodriguez and Bruno Ferreira and Drew Dober and Michael Johnson, it was a snooze fest with the unanimous decisions. So, okay, and then everybody was going crazy about the fact that Charles Oliveira is the new BMF champ. Hey, how you doing? Good morning, everybody. So I'm sitting back and I'm like, why did y'all? I was like just in my boxing gym today, and people were disappointed that Charles was taking Max Holloway down, and I'm just like, what the fuck did you guys expect? You're asking a guy who does jujitsu to swing. It's just not happening, dude. It's not happening. Like, let's be happy that Charles did outstrike Max. He did outstrike Max. But let's just be fucking happy that he threw something instead of just sitting, I don't know. But whatever. That was that. Then they announced the White House card, right? And the White House card, it was very lackluster. Now, what I did hear last night, is that you said you should not be able to get a BMF title grappling to a decision. Well, I heard okay, so god damn it, because there's so much layers to talk about with this stuff, even with the BMF title. So I did some research last night after I got off the live stream, and the first BMF, which was with Masvidal and the Diaz brother, it ended with a doctor stoppage. So it really wasn't super BMF. And then the fact that we had Max Holloway versus Justin Gaethje, and they had that epic knockout, everyone's expecting a BMF to, I don't know, they're expecting something. I just felt like you don't grab a jiu-jitsu guy and think it's gonna be a stand and bang. They should have got somebody else who would have been better for that BMF title. But then who would have brought the butts to seats? Because Charles does prod forward. I don't know. I think you can get a BMF with grappling, but I think you need to be ground and pounding. There needs to be some type of ground and pound. So I don't know. And then I found out with the White House card that what we see is not what the White House card was supposed to be. I believe that I think they were trying to get Conor McGregor on it, but I think something happened at the power slap and they literally had to rush and figure something new out, and I do think Dana White said that, because I have a sneaky suspicion that it was supposed to be Ilia Topuria versus Islam Makhachev. I have a sneaky suspicion that that's what it was supposed to be. Sneaky suspicion, even though Dana said that that wasn't the fight that was made. But somebody pulled out. Somebody that was gonna get us excited. The only person I could think of was Conor McGregor, and Dana White definitely wasn't throwing John Jones on it. In a crazy way, I do think Alex Pereira versus Cyril Gane is going to be a much better fight than Alex Pereira versus John Jones. I think it's going to be, I promise you, I think that's going to be a much better fight. Because John Jones was definitely going to play it safe. He was going to take Alex Pereira down, submit him, and make himself look good, and ride off in the sunset. And I think Dana knows this, and he doesn't want to take his golden cash cow, which is Alex Pereira, and give John Jones just an easy lob, and John Jones really doesn't deserve it. You said no, it's Ramadan. Islam would be out regardless. What's good, sport? Okay, maybe it's that, but they did say that something's up with his fist. I think he might have broke his hand or something. I don't know. I'm not gonna say Islam Makhachev is ducking Topuria. It's just the way Dana came for Islam very fast and revealed that he's injured. So I was like, okay. But something with Conor, I think. This boy's up early. Yes, drinking my coffee before work. Yes. I made sure I hopped my ass up on early. We're gonna get this. We talking. You said John ducked Tom. He did duck Tom, and I think that was smart of him to duck Tom. I think John Jones just is old, dogs. I think John Jones is just old. People are not accepting that. John Jones is just old as fuck. That's it. He's old. But the White House card, to answer your question straight up, the White House card, I think if we didn't overhype it, that I need to write that down because that's really what it is. That's really what it is. Lately, MMA has a overhype problem. That's the problem. I don't think MMA is boring. I don't think there's anything going on with MMA. I just think MMA is talking higher than what it is. Like, imagine, to give you a perfect example, and I'm assuming we're all adults here. So, but if we have some youngins this early in the morning or watching it later on, they can learn from this. The young boys. Imagine you're sitting back and you're talking to a girl, right? And you tell her, like, y'all have both consensually agreed to head off in the bed, right? And you start overhyping what you about to do, right? Y'all, I know some of you guys are already cringing. You're overhyping. I'm gonna do this to you. I'm gonna turn it. I'm gonna spin it. I'm gonna yam it. I'm gonna bam it. And then it's just like, so now you got her thinking this shit about to be crazy, right? You know? And you get up, you kind of slide in, boom, you done. Boom, you done. Like, so, like, or maybe you gave her like the coldest 2 minutes, right? Or the coldest minute, right? Like, she liked it, but like, you know, why did you hype it up like that? That's how I feel what MMA's been doing lately. That's what I feel. All of MMA. I feel like that's what's going on. They're like, we're gonna do this, it's gonna be this, it's gonna be fireworks, bro. We expecting fucking WrestleMania, dog. We expecting WWE type shit. Like Sean Strickland. He's like, it's gonna be a war. I fuck him, I'ma fight him. And then Hamza Chimaev, I kill everybody. And you see Hamza Chimaev like, bro. I'm telling you, dog, that's what's going on in MMA right now. If these dudes just shut the fuck up and just go out and just do it, I promise you the fans will be happy. I promise you we'll be happy. Like, if you look at my thumbnail right now, they're like, Francis Ngannou returns. I don't give a fuck. Do we really care about Francis Ngannou? Do we really, like, hold on, chat, be real with me. Be real. Do we really give a fuck about Francis Ngannou returning? Do we really care? Like, we heard this so many times. Like, there's new shit about Conor McGregor, like, fighting, and he's in the gym, he's training. Like, that's cool. We like that. But we as fans want to see these motherfuckers in the cage. That's all we want to see. You in the cage. Fucking, we got, it's time. That's all we want to see, dog. That's it. Go, ding. And then we want to see, that's what we want to see. Like, it's cool. We like the news, but we want to see these dudes in the cage. And they're talking about Francis Ngannou returns. I'm like, okay, did he return back to the UFC? Because the way you guys are making it looks like he returned back to the UFC. Do we really care about this? We don't give a fuck about this. I'm gonna read you guys' comments now. You said Dana gotta pay them the bin money. Dana White is I'm gonna read you guys' comments. I'm gonna read you guys' comments for a quick second. Francis is getting old. Yes, he is. Yes, he is, dog. Like, yes, he is. You see, I'm trying to. So my boy Ghost said, Ghost outside, because Ghost outside, we have another Ghost. He said, John Duck Tom, I agree. He said, I'm trying to drink my coffee outdoors. Apparently it's good for you. Is it good for you? Boys, I'm about to start going back, looking at my nutrition videos. I got a bunch of videos I want to start dropping. Just informational videos. So I'm curious if drinking coffee outside is actually good for you. I'll find an article for that. Are you on the West Coast? That's why you keep saying it's early. Yes, it's 8:43 over here in Southern California. So I'm on the West Coast. It's pretty early for us, but for maybe you guys are just chilling, but it's early as shit for me. I just got done. I got the boxing. This was the fit that I had for boxing today, Muay Thai boxing, but it was strictly boxing today. So I literally came straight from there, didn't even wash my ass, and just hopped right here and just went straight on live. And once I get off, I'm gonna wash my ass and take a nap. That's what I'm gonna do. Are you okay? Tom isn't as good as people keep saying. Sport. I'm gonna read your comment. You said Tom isn't as good as people keep saying. John beats him in 2. That's bouncing style he has predictable. I just think John has some injuries that we don't know about. But if John Jones was healthy, I think John would run through him. I was saying that last night. I said Cyril Gahn, like in that 2 minutes, showed that Tom Aspinall is touchable, right? But then these dudes got so angry about that. They were so mad last night about it. They was like, we don't have enough, and he's not this. I'm like, bro, like I'm telling you that I know that a guy like Alex Pereira with his caliber saw something that he could utilize to beat that style. Smitty, you're motivational to allow us, brother. Thank you for the content. Wouldn't have continued jiu-jitsu without you. Thank you. I big appreciate you. You last 2 minutes. Oh God, right? Just do it, right, bros. He said, "Oh, you gay." Lots of rinse and repeat. Dana gotta pay them the bin money. We're gonna get into that. Hey, you. What's good, Melissa? Melissa was talking about you the other night. And you didn't come. We was talking about you. Apparently, it's good to get sunlight when you wake up. Oh yeah, it is. It is. It is. You said I've sent $500 if you rub ghost pepper in your eyes. Sure. Ringworm incoming. No. See, let's talk about that. So this is like boom. I feel like I just laid it on. so I like the reason why I like wearing long sleeve. Well, first of all, it was boxing, so there was no rolling around. You want to have long sleeve because long sleeve actually protects you from ringworm. Just letting you guys know, FYI. Didn't John look a little off against Stipe though? He turned his back to Stipe multiple times on the feet. Yeah, but I think John is just old, and we're talking about John Jones. I think John Jones is just old, and I think he has injuries. And Stipe literally, you want to know what's crazy? Because someone said that Dana White needs to pay these guys money. Stipe literally is a firefighter. Like, do we count that? Because John Jones beat up a firefighter. I'm scared. Wait till my streams get big and I'm an actual fighter. These dudes are gonna fucking hate me, dude. Cause that right there, like, kind of ruins John's like the outlook of it. If you kind of peep game, like if you kind of peep game, like he really just beat up a firefighter. Like he beat up a serviceman. Stipe hopped off the fire. Like Stipe's training was being a firefighter. And then he just came up and then the way they handled Stipe's retirement was insane. It was like, so are you retiring? He's like, yeah, I'm done with this shit. Like there was like, that's how you treat Stipe Miocic? Do you believe how people say Jones versus Cyril Gahn was fixed? I don't think so. What about feet and hands and face? I didn't. We was doing pads today. We just did a lot of pads. Feet wise, we have these little things where you get to like scrub your feet. Hands, you have your hands inside of your gloves. So yeah. I don't think Cyril Gahn versus John Jones was fixed. I really think Cyril Gahn just kind of. I just think Cyril Gahn never been challenged on the ground like that. Like I really think like that. He was probably shocked that John Jones actually had a grip like that and got caught. He should have been moving around a little bit more. Should have kicked him some more. You said Clarissa Shields saying she can beat men professional fighters. What's good, Thomas? Didn't she get dropped by a random person? I could have swore. Correct me if I'm wrong. Clarissa Shields got dropped by a random no-name. I hate when these female fighters come in and they say they could beat up a male fighter. I'm like, look, and it's about to throw you guys off. Do you guys want transgenders in your sport? Or do you want to keep it gender? Like, if you keep saying shit like this, right? Where I could beat up a man, then why are y'all complaining about transgenders in the sport? If y'all feel like y'all could beat up men, then when these transgenders come in the sport, stop complaining. You said you could beat up a man. I told y'all I was gonna go left field on y'all. I told y'all I was gonna stick and move. I told y'all. I don't want to hear it. Like, stop saying that. Say, I could probably compete with a man, but I don't want to. You know, like, it's like a weird ego boost with that. I don't know. She did a random dude. You said take your head off. Well, no, I got this. I got my microphone. Actually, I could, because my hair didn't grew back. I gotta reshave my head to go back bald. You said I'm out going to the gym right now and then off to teach a class. Take care, Melissa. You said low confidence that fight. Yes. Is heavyweight division just booty? You damn right. Heavyweight division is just ass. I think Alex Pereira, like, I really believe, bro, Alex Pereira is about to become legendary. I believe he's about to set a standard that is going to take a long time, a very long time for someone to catch up with. Maybe we'll see Ilya Taporia do it too. And Ilya Taporia will set a standard that is going to be very difficult for a long time for us to match with, which is you have like a triple division champ. That's going to be so difficult. You say as long as they stay out my shower room, Melissa. I'm just saying, like, yes, I've seen it before. Let me use me as an example. If you look at jiu-jitsu right now, the topic for those who just walked in, these women boxers keep saying that they could beat up a man. And I'm saying, if you keep saying that, then what's the point of arguing about the transgenders in your sport? If you look at jiu-jitsu right now, jiu-jitsu across the board has banned transgender women from being in women's sports. And you want to know who the fuck is responsible for that? Me. Me. It was me. I'm responsible for that. Because one of my students went against a transgender, and I knew it was a transgender, but I convinced her it was just an ugly girl, and she whooped his ass. Like, and then, since we on live stream, I can masterfully tell you guys how cold I did that shit. Oh my God. Now that it's been like 2 years, I can masterfully tell you guys how I plotted that shit out. It was golden to me. Like, okay, this is like seeing Houdini or a villain create a plan. I remember when we was going to Naga, I remember this shit. I was looking and it said whoop the bam bam. And I stared. I could spot a trans. Trust me, I can. I could spot one real fast. I looked, I was like, that's a transgender, right? And I was like in the open weight division. And I was like, size. Now, my girl was Taylor Moore at the time. And one thing that I know about Taylor Moore is she has a cold ass guillotine, right? That we had been working on and whatever. But the problem about Taylor at that time was it was all mental with Taylor. It was all mental with Taylor. So I'm sitting back and Taylor runs up to me the day before. She says, "Isn't this a man?" And I was like, I looked at her phone. Swear to God, Taylor, why are you so fucking mean, dog? Like, what's wrong with you? That's you think, is that how you treat girls? I thought you was a girl's girl. She's like, oh, you're right. All right. And then she walks away. I'm like, so we go the next day, right? We sitting back and we see this motherfucker in person. No, swear. It was a nigga with a ponytail on. like swear it was a nigga with a ponytail on. But I swore I was like, that's a girl. That's a girl. That's a girl, right? So I sat there and watched. I watched what he was doing to the girls, to the other girls, fucking them up too. And I'm sitting back watching. I'm like, okay. So because I specialize in beating bigger guys, I knew that I was gonna have to coach her through this shit. So she went against this motherfucker and they got to the ground and he started doing this stupid shit like where he was trying to basically break her arm. And I had to coach her through what to do. She beat him. See, that was crazy. That part was Taylor. I knew she could do it, but the way she did it was fucking epic. So she submitted the motherfucker. I had that on my video. If you go look at her video, I'm the one who edited that video. I edited the video. So I went online and I instantly knew because I was good with TikTok at this time. I was super good with TikTok. See, TikTok is kind of funny. So if I go on TikTok and I say she beat a man, she beat a trans, right? They're going to flip on me, say it's hate speech. So what did I do? I created fake outrage, bruh. I flipped it because I knew how they were going to act. So I said, I flipped it. I was like, I told Taylor, I said, don't say shit. Let me do the talking. I said that they were mad that we were celebrating the win. That's what I did. Nobody said that, but I said it, right? Because I knew that's what was going to happen if we celebrated the win. I just know how this shit works. So, but I flipped it and pretended like there was some people that said it, but there was no one who fucking said nothing. And then, boom, it fucking blew up. It was on like ESPN. It fucking blew up. And guess what? I was fucking right. There was people that came in and was mad that Taylor won. They were pissed off, you know? I knew it though. But then the way I flipped it was I generated the correct crowd to come in to defend the situation. That shit blew up. All the jiu-jitsu outlets, they were like, nah, we banning this shit. Banned. They said, you can't do that shit no more. And then that's why, there we go. That's why trans cannot compete in jiu-jitsu no more. Yep, that's what happened. Because I knew them. See, the thing about the gays is, no, not the gays, but the trans community, right? They love to victimize themselves, right? Not all, but they do love to do that shit. So if you get a dub on them, they will victimize themselves. I've seen it before. So how do I know this? Because I had been studying. I'm going to read you guys comments, but this is such a big story that I never revealed to no one. So the reason how I knew how the trans community was going to act was because a year prior to that, I posted a video that blew up. I said, trans women are women. What did I say? How did I say? I said, trans women are not women. They're trans women. That's what I said. That video blew up a year before this situation happened because I was explaining that I understand why people are banning transgenders from trans sports. That fucking video blew up all over TikTok. And for like at least 6 months, I was arguing with transgender people. It was so irritating. Like it was irritating as fuck. But I learned so much about how they argue. So when that situation happened, I already knew what they were gonna do and say. So that's how I'm telling y'all, like masterful, dude. I'm gonna read you guys' comments. I'm sorry. That was a little bit too long than I expected, but fucking masterful. I fucking masterfully did that shit. And now she's fucking super famous now. I mean, there was other things that I did. There's so many stories I could tell you guys of how like I manufactured and like puppet stringed situations for her to win. It was her skill set, but like I'm a demon, dude. Like the way I see shit, like it's crazy. Anyways, let me read this shit. Boom, boom, boom. Women get confidence from sparring men and men taking care of them. Yeah, you know, I do think, I've said it before, I do think that this sounds kind of fucked up, but, and I say this with love and care. I say this with love and care, But we do not call women losers enough. We really don't. I say this with love and care. We feed a delusion and allow them to think that the lion won't eat their ass or the bear won't eat their ass, you know? And I mean, you get what I'm saying? But let me continue. You said, bro, but Puig gets eaten by Aspinall on the ground, right? Not really. Hear me out. Just go up in class as they age and cut the weight, which is what's happening. Let me braid your hair, daddy. Yeah, come on, braid my hair. Come on over here, braid it. You know, I don't really have much hair, but braid something, motherfucker. But yeah, I really do. I believe we don't. I believe we do not call women losers enough. The same way we call men. I'm not saying we should go around calling women losers, but like if you see a dude and all he does is play video games all day, that's all he does. Doesn't do shit else. He a grown ass man. He don't go to the gym. He don't do nothing. Just video games. We would call that motherfucker a loser. But if you see a girl who sits in her house with her nails done and she's doom scrolling all day, that's a bad bitch. What's the difference? But you said nowadays those people make a lot of money. Okay, so let's say, because it gets really funny, because it's the equivalent. I believe a woman that sits on social media all day is the same as a man that plays video games all day. So let's say that woman that's sitting on social media all day, she happens to be on live stream. We see girls do this all the time. Go on TikTok, you'll see it. You see a girl on live stream and she just doom scrolling. And then like you have some simp that comes in, you're so fucking beautiful. Oh my God, $100, goddess, you know, and she just sitting there. I mean, like, fuck, bro. And then you have some dudes that are streaming, playing video games. So, like, I mean, it is, at least you're smart to monetize your loser activity, but, you know, you get what I'm saying? You said, Smitty, you don't have a social media. Bro, sport, when I tell you that you are living the life right now, bro, it's terrible out here, bro. It's so terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. But yeah, like I live on social media in a way. Like I live in like reality and social media. You know? So there's so much that I see. It's weird. Like I honestly living in both realities because I really believe social media is a woman's world. Except for YouTube. I think YouTube is still predominantly male centric because YouTube really likes us talking, you know, and you have to really come with thought out shit. A lot of girls, and no, like girls do come up with thought out shit, but the way men come up with it is like for example, we're gonna be on live stream for maybe 3 hours. Girls, like their thought out shit is probably like the longest, maybe a 5-minute video, 2-minute, 3-minute, 1-minute video. There are some smart girls. I mean, there are. If like Shoe on Head. I know you guys know who Shoe on Head is. She well, maybe y'all don't. I like Shoe on Head. She's really fucking smart. Smitty, me and my son are at dinner yesterday. I look over and 5 grown adults at dinner, and all 5 of them are on their phone, never spoke. I told my son, look how stupid that looks. Don't do that. Yeah. Yeah. We'll talk about that too. Living like ancient Greeks. I will tell you what you want your son to do and what you don't want your son to do. And I'm not telling you, like, I don't have a fucking son, but like, as a person that's in the field, I can let you know what's going on that you want your son aware of. Now, you said living like ancient Greeks, grappling, study, eating whole fruits, being stoic is the key to happiness. Yeah, but you sometimes need some stupid shit in your life. That's why I love when the trolls come in. Like, oh, Jesus love you. Perfect. Like, I'm telling you, the archetypes that come in, like, you need absurdism a little bit in your life to make this stuff fun. But you say that sounds really corny. I think like, well, the problem is people do not know how to live in the moment anymore. Even I sometimes have to find myself living in the moment and enjoying what's going on around me. Even I have to do that. I forget to do that sometimes. But um I do it's weird cuz what I would say is you want your son busy, you know? Like there's two types of people on social media. You have the consumers, which is what you saw, sport. The consumers where they're just sitting back. That shit that you called stupid, if it was a girl doing that, bad bitch. She's a baddie. Baddie like bruh. Like but you have the consumers and you have guys like me where when I get on social media, I'm literally on social media trying to make money of some sort. Like I'm not on social media long. I'm like, okay, boom, boom, boom. We on it. I'm posting. I'm off. And the only time I really get to engage with the followers or my followers is when I hop on live stream. That's why I started hopping on live stream because I realized I get to talk to you guys. You get what I'm saying? You said we wonder why communication sucks. People forget how to speak and articulate themselves in real life. Communication is a martial art, though, and you have to work on that every single day. You said, I hope you have a blessed day. Thank you. I appreciate it. You said, I'm not a troll, sir. I'm just here to tell you the truth. No, let me explain to you. There's archetypes. You're not a troll, but you're an archetype. So there's like 6 of them. We have the Jesus love you guys. We have the are you gay guys. I haven't had the fart guys in a while. We have the fart guys. We have the haters. Like right there, someone says, who cares? We have the haters, the spamming guys, the trolls, and the guys that come in every day saying the same fucking joke. We have those guys. And it's like an archetype. Now I love you guys because you guys get the chat rolling, you know, but I haven't played with the Jesus thing in a while because like for like 3 lives in a row, we talked about Jesus being in jobs. See, look, here we go. He said, get a job, weirdo. Exactly. So he fits right there in the archetype of the hater. Y'all see how this shit works? Like it's once you can see it, then it becomes fun. You said hit the thumb on the way in and out. Yeah, you know, like once you know the archetypes, you know, we don't really trip too hard off of them. You know, they come in and they keep going. You said, I'm a Christian. I don't hate. I just want people to know Jesus cared. That's what the Bible tells us to do. That's fine. I'm literally not against any of that. Well, fuck it. Let's play. It's been a couple of lives since I said it. Some of my boys, it's okay to disagree. But and I've said it multiple times, I just don't think Jesus was God. I don't think so. We could debate on that. I don't think Jesus was God. I know some people hate when I say that. Yeah, I believe God is God. That's why I get on my knees and pray to. You know, that's when I pray, I say God. Sometimes, but I did grow up Christian. I grew up Christian. So sometimes I catch myself saying Jesus Christ and stuff like that. Well, I don't say I say, oh my God. But in my prayers, I try not to say Jesus because I feel like I haven't studied enough to really believe in that yet. Someone says, then you have a real brother from the hood that respects your skills. Oh yeah, Thomas, you know, that's what I love about these live streams. I get to meet real people. We get to have real connections. We get to talk and we get to agree and we get to disagree. You said Jesus is the Son of God. I mean, no, but you don't. Do you know your Bible? Do you know why Jesus was killed? Let's talk about that. It's okay if you disagree. I still love you. I appreciate that. Some people don't understand that. You said content is not a career. It actually is. You want to know how content is career? I'm going to help you out. And you're going to fucking fume when I tell you this. You sitting in here saying, get a job, weirdo, content is not a career, Jesus is the Son of God. You are consuming my content. And you want to know what that means? Let me break it down to you. And it's going to piss you off even more. You're just going to keep giving me comments. YouTube cares about watch time. So the more you watch my stuff, my content, you give me money. Do you understand that? I'm you know, so the best thing for you to do is shut the fuck up and get off the live stream. But I don't think you could do that. So shit. I mean, damn. So yeah, content is actually money, you know. For the sins of the world, he became sin for us so we can enter the kingdom of God. Right now, in my time of life, right now, and I think God understands, I don't believe that. It's too, I just don't believe that. I need to study more, because I studied heavily of the Old Testament, and I used to be agnostic. I used to be agnostic, not atheist. I used to be very agnostic. Agnostic basically means basically like a scientist. Like a scientist is basically an agnostic, you know? And you as an agnostic, you basically, I figured that out. It's just a scientist. Like, we don't know yet. I need more information. So when I sat back and studied the Old Testament, I started realizing, I was like, you know what? Some of this is actually on point, you know? Because I do believe, and looking at my life, there's so many times in my life that I shouldn't have made it out alive. You get what I'm saying? And I would be a fool to say that that was lucky. You get what I'm saying? So I would say, oh, that was God, 100%. So that's where I'm at in my time of life, and that's what's going on. You know, um, yes, agnostic means you believe in what's been proven. Exactly, exactly. And I have been proven multiple times that there is a God, multiple times in my life. If you don't believe that there's a God, that's fine with you. That's why I honestly believe that your relationship with God should be private. I don't know what has brought me to talk so much about God in public, but I believe that your relationship with God should be private. I really do, because people do not understand um, your journey of where you're at in life. You know, so if I have a son and he says he's atheist and he doesn't believe in God, I'm not going to get mad. I'm going to tell him that's going to be your relationship with God. You know, that's your relationship. If you don't believe him, he will show you. You know, that's fine with me. It's not going to hurt me. You know, let me read you guys' comments. You said YouTube shut down at midnight, idiot. You said YouTube is going to shut down. Is that actually a thing that's happening? That would be some interesting stuff, because I'm worldwide on TikTok, so I'll just go on TikTok live. I'm worldwide on Instagram, Facebook pays money too. Facebook pays just as much money as YouTube, by the way. Um, yeah, that's usually what we recommend. Don't listen to what anybody else says. Do your own research and find God on your own. If you seek, you will find. Um, there was this clip on Instagram that I liked, and it was like this old, like back then when DreamWorks used to make those religious movies. They were fucking beautiful. But it was a woman, and she was like, do you think your dad believes he's catching the fish, but he's not? And she's like, well, who's catching the fish? And she's like, well, when he casts the net to catch the fish, it's like a signal, right? So when you pray, it's like you emit a signal and you wait until the fish comes into the net. And that really blew my mind, because I was like, okay, like that is true. When you get on your knees, literally like an antenna, you set something up, zoop, zoop, and you pray. If you wait just like how you wait for the fish, like stuff like that. So yeah, I'm so glad I'm Christian and believe in Christ. Y'all seem so troubled and miserable. Yeah, and that's why I don't like Christians. That right there. You see that? Is Hayden still up in here? The other one? That's why I don't like Christians. You guys are fucking judgmental. That's why I don't like you guys. Yes, that's exactly why. The biggest hypocrites of all. That's why. You ever have any nerves before a jiu-jitsu Muay Thai practice? Nerves before practice? I don't think so. Well, what is the nerves that you're having? Like if I know I'm gonna spar and I know certain people are there, yes. Like today's Monday. Actually, but that's MMA practice. But Monday, I know tonight we are gonna be swinging, and every Monday, that's why I'm on live early. I dread that shit. But once I get done, and this is good for you too, sport. Once you get done, you feel incredible. You're like, okay, I made it. I put the hours in. I did what I was supposed to do, and so just keep that in mind. Keep that part in mind. Like you're gonna get over the horizon. You'll get over the hump. You said, Jesus is the way, the truth, and life. Have faith, not in our works, but his holy cross. Cool, cool, cool. You say, I'm nervous as hell tonight to get back. I've not been, well, 100% sport. You say you're nervous as hell tonight to get back into your practice. Take your time. Like when you go in, do me a favor and be kind of lazy, right? But let people think you're trying. The reason why I say this is because you could give them, like, if someone sees you kind of being lazy, kind of just, laugh it off. Like, I haven't been doing this in 6 months. I'm tired. Like, I'm a little bit awkward. But literally be lazy, because that, if you take your time, there's a threshold that you're going to hit and you won't overdo it. So just kind of take your time tonight. Especially, you said your knee was jacked up or something. I forgot which one, like where you said you was injured at, but just take your time. You said, what's the biggest guy you submitted so far? He was 350 pounds. There's a video on YouTube of me triangling him. It's, it's a long form video too of me breaking down how I submitted him. He was 350 pounds. You said that, yeah, it's true. I believe God is waiting on everyone to come to him. Also, there are lukewarm Christians and true Christians. True Christians love everyone but hate sin. Oh, with knee surgery sport, yeah, take your fucking time. Especially let people know too. Don't be afraid to let people know your injuries, especially in practice. So you said, well, I mean, Holy One, you already saw what I just said. You seen a Christian came in. I'm glad I love Jesus Christ. You guys are miserable. I'm fucking happy, dog. I'm happy that I can live my truth in front of God. I'm very happy about that. I can go right now publicly and say, I don't think Jesus was God. And at this time of my life, I was agnostic. Now I believe in God, but right now I don't believe in Jesus. I believe the Holy Spirit is true. I believe the Holy Spirit is basically wisdom. Like, if you really listen in what book was that? But wisdom is kind of crazy, because it seems like wisdom watched God create the earth, and it's really interesting. Anyways, let me continue. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Christians change their beliefs and values depending on the environment. It's all just show. Exactly. I think, because when I was a young kid, because I grew up Christian. And a lot of it, and I'm black. So we are very performative with our, with the way we praise and stuff like that. But over the past few years, I've been to white churches, I've been to Hispanic churches, I've been to many different Christian churches. But over the past years, it seems that everybody has adopted the way black people praise, because that makes a lot of money. You said, I'm going to go to the gym, going to get warmed up. Yeah, sport, take your time. Are you going to the Muay Thai gym, or are you just the regular gym? If you're going to the regular gym, the leg extension, do a single leg extension. It should be like 5 or 10 or 15 pounds. Get your knees kind of warmed up. Don't do too much though. You're working your stabilizer muscles. I believe I'll just do my thing, not worry about who's watching, be happy with myself now and happy when it comes to an end. You see, that's what I'm gonna do. All right, be safe, sport. I'll be on. I'm trying to hit 3 hours again today, and then I'm gonna go take a nap, and then I got jiu-jitsu practice. Well, Enlisted, what I have to say about that, and I'm not here to convince you. I'm not. I don't give a damn. You live your life. What you believe is what you believe. Your relationship with the maker is your relationship. Where's my thing? Okay. Oh, spilled some of my honey. But what I've noticed, if you look at just science in general, right? The way, oh my God, I was thinking about this last night. You said I have it in my headphones while lifting. Cool. What's the best cardio you do for training? Jump rope. Jump rope's my favorite type of cardio. I was thinking of this last night. I was laying down, or maybe it was this morning. It was either last night or this morning, because we kind of briefly talked about some religious stuff. But if you kind of pay attention, like let's look at online, for example. Let's look at online. We have an algorithm. There's constantly an algorithm that's showing you things, right? Can we just peep game? Everything in this universe is moving precisely. Is that true? Is that true? Everything is mathematically moving precisely. That made me realize that the universe has a fucking algorithm. Like, that blew my mind when I thought about that. The universe has an algorithm. That's why when you speak, you can speak things into existence. The same way when you post things out into the algorithm and the algorithm eventually feeds things back. It's the same exact thing. You could call that some pseudo bullshit, but the way this universe is moving like an algorithm. And when you look at that, because I've been studying a lot of coding, something had to have programmed that shit. That's all I'm saying. Something had to have programmed that. And the reason why I struggle to believe that a man was God is because the hubris of man is intense. Because we at one point thought that the sun went around us. You get what I'm saying? We thought we were so fucking special. So if you look at how many billions of planets are on this, like maybe there's some other Earth or some sort where they think they're like, maybe it's like ant humanoids and they believe that ant was God. You get what I'm saying? So we have the hubris or the gall to believe the maker of this world literally put himself in human form and then wrote some confusing shit down in a book for us to not plainly get. And if you look at 2 plus 2 it makes perfect sense. So why the fuck does that shit don't make no sense? That's my issue. That's my issue. Okay? So I'm still learning. But yeah, that's how I feel about that stuff, but anyways, we'll go to the next topic because I don't want to stay here. We got we talked about some MMA stuff. We talked about some religious stuff here and there. We can talk about. I think I want to talk about relationship talk. No one's brought it up, so that we'll probably move on. But yeah, earlier I said I think MMA has an overhyping problem. I think that's the big problem. Now I'm gonna go from MMA because I talked about MMA. If you guys have anything that you want to ask about MMA, any questions, we'll go to that. But what I want to go to next is like Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu, or maybe even MMA practice, stuff like that. I feel that lately, because I just got done boxing. I feel that lately, I was watching last night. I try to get my I try to study as much as possible. I was watching last night this concept. I think Carl Jung said it. And what did you say? I mean, if he's God, he can do anything. He's limited his power and sent Jesus down to die for us. But yeah, it can be confusing. God bless, brother, and have a good day. Yes, please take care. Carl Jung said that we owe, like if you want to be creative, if you want to, like, creativity, we owe so much to creativity, and we have to play. Like, you have to feed play to be creative. You must play to be creative. It was something of that nature. I'm paraphrasing the hell out of that. That right there made me look at, how do I say this? Everything. That made me look at everything differently. Everything differently. You have to play to get better at whatever you do. The moment you stop playing, the moment you turn around and you take things too serious, is when you start losing your creative edge. That right there has changed the way I look at boxing. That's the way it's changed the way I look at jiu-jitsu. It's even changed the way I look at art. Now I'm realizing I need to play more. I need to have a lot more fun. I still have fun in everything I'm doing. You know, I think even talking on this live stream, I think like when I sit back and I talk and people comment, I feel like I'm playing, you know, and the live streams have been getting better and better. But you have to play. Like, it's like creativity is a monster and you have to feed that monster play. And if you don't, it's not going to reward you anything. So now, like as a grappler, I've realized that what actually makes my skills so interesting to a lot of people is really I'm just having fun. Like I'm just trying to figure out, like it's like a puzzle to me. But now when I have transitioned into striking, that's something I'm also messing around with. I'm like, okay, like I've recently found myself, like just the other day I was coaching, right? And this is so fucking perfect. I find myself, I have all my colors on. You said, do you believe in training or playing every day? I believe you should play. I like I'm starting to change the way I see training now. I don't think training should be training. I think you should be having fun. Because training can get boring really fucking fast. Really fucking fast. It's crazy. There's days that, like today, actually today was perfect. Today was freaking perfect. Last night I had a 3-hour stream, right? Jumped off, I was up all night watching videos and stuff. And then I went to bed like 3 o'clock, talking to some honeys or whatever. Went to bed like 3 o'clock. Woke up at 5, right? And then tried to get a little more sleep, but I got like 20 minutes of sleep and I got up. And I felt like shit. I was tired, but I went to boxing, right? And one of the homegirls, I guess she was fucking tired too. I have a southpaw buddy that she's me and her, we vibe. We have like the same fucking personality. And I always pair up with her because I get to kind of be lazy. But I got there and she looked dead as fuck. She was just being lazy. So we paired up with each other, right? But last night, I just heard about that idea of play. So me and her are sitting there and we're like, she's like, I'm fucking tired. I want to go home and sleep. I'm like, me fucking too. She's like, you want to be lazy? I'm like, let's be lazy. While being lazy, I started playing because we had a combo. What was the combo? I think it was like a jab. You step back from a hook and you come back with an up hook cross. Being lazy, I was training. So that's that. If you really think about it, unlisted, technically that's bad training, right? I'm being lazy, right? Right? That's bad training. But when I started playing, I was like, I stepped back and I noticed the proper hip weight distribution while going slow. And that started becoming, I found fun in that moment right there, where when I was properly hitting stuff like properly, because I'm even doing it right now, like the proper hip motion, the sound of the pads was cracking different. And just for like a few moments, I told her, I was like, hey Chelsea, like let me turn this up a little bit. And I went whop whop, and it just like it cracked. I was like, oh shit, you know. I was like, all right, let's go back lazy. And I was just playing with it. And just this session right here really taught me proper like weight distribution. So I think like it's way better to play. I just think you say it's so hard to be consistent. Exactly. Because training is just duty, in my opinion. If you're just training, dog, I just feel like it's just duty. You're just here to fill a quota, and you're just here so you don't get fined. You're just showing up. I think just showing up is a part of the consistency in the training process. But when you just show up and you have fun, even just showing up and like just to communicate and conversate with your people, I think that's good. So I know that sounds really weird, but like, and then lately, like something I've been noticing is the concept of the concept of, what is it called? Being like properly detached. And there's a Buddhist, it's either Buddhism, fucking Bree literally came in here and explained the difference of Buddhism and Hinduism. But the whole process of falling in love with the process. Like I've been noticing, I've been running into a lot of philosophies that talks about falling in love with the process. Like I think that's Hinduism, where they talk about all of your desires lead to suffering. And then if you look at the Japanese art of Kaizen, or no, I think that's Buddhism. All your desires lead to suffering. And then the Japanese art of Kaizen talks about like getting good 1% of the day, like just 1% at a time, but falling in love with the process. And then I just read this book called Detached. I need to get back to that book, by the way. I haven't finished that damn book. I'm almost done with it. But that book talks deep about the concept of you can fall in love with the process of what you're doing, but you need to break away from the outcome. And now I just got another piece to the puzzle that you can do all that shit, take out your desires and all this stuff, but the concept that you need to do that's missing is you need to play. That's how you take away like your wants and stuff like that. If you're just having fun, like time moves fast when you're having fun, as they say, How many days of jits and how many days of Muay Thai should I do a week? If you plan on competing, it should be 4 days. If you are a hobbyist, 3 days. There you go. So if you want to compete, 4 days, 4+ days, 4+ days if you plan on competing. If you're just chilling, 3 days. 2 days. So 1 day is for someone that's brand new. 2 days. Well, I think 2 days really is for someone. 1 day is for someone who just started. 2 days is for someone who's brand new. 3 days is for someone who's a hobbyist. 4 days is someone who plans to compete. And if you go anything above 4 days, that means you plan on competing. And it should be some sparring after those 4 days. It should be some type of sparring. So on the 5th day, should be some type of sparring. Or some type of drilling, special walkthroughs. But yeah. 3 days each, yeah. Depends on what you're doing. If you have like a jiu-jitsu comp coming up, you should be doing 4 days jiu-jitsu, still 3 days Muay Thai. If you have Muay Thai comp coming up, it should be 4 days Muay Thai and 3 days jiu-jitsu. If you feel like this is like you really want to win the competition, tone down the jiu-jitsu to 2 days perhaps. But I think 3 days is good enough to keep you sharp as a cross trainer. Because I do MMA. I don't know if this guy's gonna accept this fight, but I have a new fight set up for April 16th. I'm gonna stop telling you guys about the fights because it's pissing me off just telling you guys and the fights are not going through. It's not my fault though, but because I'm ready to fight. But I do MMA Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, and I've been skipping Wednesdays lately. But if I want to do MMA, I need to do 4 days. Now I do teach Tuesdays and Saturdays, which I guess kind of counts because teaching has helped me understand MMA a lot better. So you said this is why I asked because before I tore my knee in soccer. This is why I asked because before I tore my knee in soccer, I think I tore it. I was always in the gym and Muay Thai and Jits classes. Always working out in the regular gym. I think the regular gym is way too much. I think you should be doing the regular gym like once or twice. And if you are going to be doing the regular gym, you should be doing low sets. It should be low sets. You should be doing really like one set, to be honest. It should be one set. It shouldn't be like, it should be like one set of isometric and eccentric and concentric training. Meaning, isometric is when you pull something and you hold it and then concentric is when you slowly bring it down. I think those two right there is proper for striking and grappling. I also think that and concentric is basically explosiveness. That's all it is. Like basically regular weightlifting. Regular weightlifting. But I think what's way better is functional strength, calisthenics. I think calisthenics is the best thing for martial artists. And when I get ready for this next fight, I'm gonna hop back on my calisthenics. But I think calisthenics is the best thing for martial artists because it works on your stabilizer muscles and it works on your functional strength. So Bruce Lee was a master at his calisthenics. Like, and then he kind of added some weight. I think Bruce Lee had probably was fucking terrible at weightlifting because he had a lot of back problems and he was sore all the time, which kind of led to his death, to be honest. Like he worked out so much that he was sore, and then when he finally got something that was allowed him to rest, he never woke back up. So rest is really key. This is why, like, I don't know, I might not even take my nap. I might hop straight into because I think nutrition, like, one thing that is not talked about enough is nutrition, like the recovery phase of martial arts, like rest and recovery. That's not talked about enough. Like, we kind of talk about it a little bit, but just the gym is for, like, and I'm talking about the regular gym where it's weightlifting and just martial arts in general. That is for performance enhancement, just getting your performance up. But the actual recovery, the actual build of skill happens what you do after you've worked out. That's where it comes from. People don't understand that. I'm seeing dudes overwork themselves to death. I was one of them. It took me to dislocate my shoulder to finally realize what I needed to do. And I'm sure for you, sport, that's happened to you too. Now you have to get prepared properly before you even go train now. You know, I think your injuries really, and I hate that is the case. I hate that shit. But I think injuries are blessings, because if I was given a chance to fully heal my shoulder back 100%, where I could be explosive like I used to, even my knee, because my right knee's kind of jacked up too. But if I was given a chance where I could start it over again, I think I would be way more deadly. I mean, I think I'm still pretty deadly, but I would explode correctly in certain positions than I did before. So, I mean, it sucks, but it's okay. I think your injuries make you a better fighter, just a better martial artist. It makes you literally go into the mountains, like quote unquote mountains, and you just become better. That's it. So we just don't talk about it enough. And I've realized that's another reason why I was up last night, because I want to post more long form videos. Like, I'm realizing, I'm like, okay, like live streams is cool, but I need to post more. Like, the shorts is cool too, but the shorts is just me showing my training, stuff I'm working on, right? And the live stream is just me talking to you guys and getting really close to you guys. But that long form is where, like, that's where the real information needs to be talked about. You said, how many more off days is best to you with the thought? I think so what I've learned, because which is crazy. This is crazy. So sport, check this out. When I dislocated my shoulder, you hear me say I was doing too much, right? But then here's the contradiction. I do way more stuff, like probably like 3 or 4 more times stuff than what caused my shoulder dislocation. So then the question is, okay, you do more stuff, but you said you was doing too much. I wasn't properly stacking the amount of stuff that I was doing. So what I'm about to tell you is you can do as much as you want, but you need to understand the recovery process properly. So like naps, how are you taking your naps properly? After you work out, how much protein are you putting in your body? Like right now, I believe you went to the gym, or maybe you're in the gym right now. Like, bro, you need to put some protein in your body. Like that right there, your body needs that. You know, it doesn't have to be a lot of protein, but it got to be some protein. Your body needs that stuff. How much are you hydrating? Like after you work out, you get what I'm saying? All that stuff matters. And then if you can, are you going directly from the gym to Muay Thai and boxing practice, right? If you're doing that, you're fucking yourself over. Like you should have at least 15 minutes where you get to meditate. What the hell is meditation? Everybody think it's, you know, the little kumbaya hum. Nah, bro. Go sit in a spot, close your eyes, and do not move a muscle for at least 15 minutes. You know, at least 15 minutes, big dog. People don't understand that though. Like once I figured out the proper rest, the proper recovery, the proper nutrition, that's the trifecta. Rest, recovery, nutrition. Okay? Once you figure that out, you can really do as much as you want. You can do as much as you want. And then properly stacking the transition of how you work out. That's what you have to do. And you won't get injured. And then what I'm about to start incorporating next is like, how am I stretching? You know, like I want to start incorporating that and more functional strength, stretching, functional strength. I think all that should happen in the gym though, in the public gym. I need a word for the public gym. Because when I say the gym, people are thinking like the martial arts gym, but the public gym or in the weight room. There we go. The weight room. Yeah, this stuff is really interesting. You said Jits and Muay Thai are one after another, just the class setup. Well, that's cool. I mean, you have to, if that's the case, then you need to pick which days or which one you want to go hard in. Or right after you get done with Jits, like have some protein. Like you need something though, dog. You need something. Or hydrate. So let me help you out, just to not like scare you. Just to not scare you. Maybe you need to eat properly before you have that class. Because on my Saturday class, when I go to boxing, Muay Thai, and then Muay Thai sparring. So that's a 3-hour class right there. Okay. Go to boxing. I take my time in boxing. I remember not the Saturday that just passed, but the Saturday before last Saturday that just passed. I did too much in boxing, and I went into Muay Thai, and I was tired as fuck. And then once we got to the sparring, I was super tired, you know. But then this week, I took my time in boxing. I took my time in Muay Thai, and then once we got to the sparring, I was able to ramp it up. So just kind of like, you know, like know which one are you feeling today? Are you feeling like you want to go crazy in jiu-jitsu, or do you feel like you want to go crazy in Muay Thai? With you, since you're having knee problems and you just came back after 6 months, I think jiu-jitsu is going to bend you in certain ways. And because a big problem with the knee is getting blood in our knee. So I think jiu-jitsu is going to bend your knee in certain ways, which will be good for you. So you probably should just drill. And yeah, that's probably what you should do. You said, I don't eat before that. I'll probably just drill. Okay, we're thinking the same exact thing. We're thinking the same way. Yeah, you should probably just drill. You'll be fine. If you just drill, you'll be good. You'll be good. Everything I just said is a waste of time. I was talking in the idea of thinking you was going to spar. Because sparring needs to be, you know, drilling, you'll be fine. If you just drill today, then you shouldn't have nothing to worry about. Let people know, hey, you know, I'm coming off of this right here. So let me take my time with this. Don't rush me or something like that. And people are really laid back, especially with drilling. I know jiu-jitsu guys are super lazy with drilling. So you'll be fine with that. I wouldn't worry too much about that. You know, you said never turn down a good time. Oh, I feel it, but like, hey, shit, man. Shit. But yeah. I'm happy I got on this morning. I didn't think I was gonna get on. I'm so shocked that I'm able to keep doing this stuff. Mondays are really odd. Mondays are fucking odd. But I'm glad that I'm on today because it lets me know. Fix this camera. I wonder if this camera's been like that the entire time. Let me see. No, 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 no. Let me fix that right there. Boom. There we go. That was looking mighty crazy to me. I realized that. Anyways, so I talked about nutrition. I talked about a lot of good stuff today. We talked about MMA. We don't give a fuck about Francis Ngannou. No, we care about Francis Ngannou. That's kind of fucked up. We care about Francis Ngannou, but like him come the return, like bro, we don't care about that. Get in the cage. Let's see. What else do I want? Cause I hit everything I wanted to talk about this morning. Um, how about Floyd going broke? Are you serious? Are you fucking serious? Floyd Mayweather going broke? Are you serious? What the fuck? You want to know something? That I'm gonna look that up. That is probably going to be the next live stream topic. Oh my god, I'm gonna look that up. Let me write that down. Floyd Mayweather going broke. I have an idea about that too. He has 3 fights this year and he's selling stuff and lots of lawsuits. Mm. Um I think I'm gonna tell you something like this. And I mean this. I think there is no money in the fight game. I think there is absolutely no money in this game. I believe that there's opportunities to find gold, right? Which Floyd Mayweather did do. But I've learned, and that's something I have been desperately trying to do, is I want to develop something outside of martial arts. Like whether I'm talking about it and getting a load of money. That's why sometimes I even talk about relationship talks. Um, I just think this game is literally to build fame. I think all martial arts really is for is building your fame, like getting a name in the game. That's all I think martial arts is for. Floyd Mayweather should not be going broke. But the problem is when you build a personality around fighting and it's time to retire, you're stuck fighting. Like there's no reason Anderson Silva, for example, should have been still fighting or what's his name? Like these you've had UFC champions like broke, you know? Like so damn, that's crazy. You said, Smitty, I think you should stop every hour to get more views, start a new live. The problem with that, maybe I should. You said, bro, why sit like that? Like this? Oh damn, I felt good. Holy shit, that felt good. I haven't popped my shoulder today. You said, I'm hearing the hour is the cutoff. Is that what you hear? I heard are you gay? Here we go with this. I hear that maybe that's the truth. I heard that what they do, what YouTube does, and this is why I be chilling, that they what does YouTube do? So this is what I've heard. They have this little a switch that they do. It's like a wave that they do. So you said an hour on the live stops people from coming in. I heard two at the second hour. I heard they hit a switch for a wave to come, and then once the third hour comes, I've heard that they that's when they hit they test more watch time of some stuff of some sort. That's why what I heard about it and I tried it, and I've noticed if you kind of pay peep game, that's why I've been trying to get to 3 hours now because I've noticed like more like the views actually hit up a little bit more. It's weird as fuck. That's kind of what I've been hearing. You said, yeah. Oh yeah, I mean it's cool. But people also watch the live streams later on too. So it's cool. I don't really trip too much about it. And we're kind of on early, so people are at work and stuff. You said look at BJ Penn. Yes, BJ Penn. Oh my God, he's so crazy. But I got a bunch of stuff I could talk about sport. I'm just sitting back chilling. I want to it's a quote to me. There was you said he is lost. Let, yeah, we will talk about BJ Penn too. So BJ Penn, Floyd Mayweather, but I want to talk about what sport talks about was BJ Penn. Let's put that down. So I write stuff down so I don't forget. So what I would call so in 2016, let me tell a little story. It's a fun story. We're gonna go back to BJ Penn in a second, but I want to talk about views and stuff like that. I want to talk about that right quick. Back in 2016 or 2017, maybe 2018, I remember going on live streams, right? I used to go on dating app live streams, right? And I called it the trenches. Okay. I called the sometimes when I would live stream for hours, because I used to be on for hours, there would be nobody that would come in. This is why you never really see me trip too much about like you never see me trip about the view count, especially on YouTube, because what I really, really like about YouTube is they post the live right after. I love that shit. So a lot of those live streams that I had back before live streaming was a thing, they're all gone. And TikTok does that a lot too. You know, TikTok, you'll live stream, it'll say you went live, but it doesn't record your live. Like it saves it, but it doesn't immediately post your live. What I like about YouTube is the live gets posted and people actually watch the live back. That's the key thing that I care about. So sometimes we'll have, you know, some lives where there's no one in here, but as long as my ass keep yapping, you know, I kind of learned that people go to sleep to this shit and they listen to it and they laugh, and then whenever they're ready they click off and stuff like that. So that's kind of, so if you ever see me kind of get to a point where I stop talking, I think then it's time to maybe restart the live. But that's my thought process. It's going to get posted later. People are going to hear me constantly yap. YouTube likes that shit. And then Mondays are actually also, I didn't tell you, sport, you don't know, but Mondays are my worst days. Mondays are my worst days. So I don't really mind this. I could break down each day where it's popping. Tuesdays come and go, but I think I'm gonna start trying to hit 3 hours on Tuesday as well. Wednesdays are sleeper hitters. Sometimes they hit, sometimes they don't. Thursdays, I don't know why. I have no clue why. Thursdays hit. Friday night. So Thursday late night and Friday late night, those hit. And then Saturdays are weird. Sundays always hit. So I have a great live stream on Sunday and then it tanks on Monday. That's how this shit works. So, you know, I never really give a damn. That's why you didn't see me asking for likes or nothing. Like, it is what it is. You have to get StreamYards so we can get people on the panel and talk UFC fight nights. Bro, I'm telling you, big dog, like what I really want is, I feel like this is just showing up. I feel like me showing up, keep talking, keep yapping, because all in the end, sport, this is just, we're gonna forget about this day. I promise you, we're gonna forget about this day. But it's gonna be numbers on the board. You get what I'm saying? We've already talked about some stuff, like you said, Floyd Mayweather, and we're gonna talk about BJ Penn. I said MMA has an overhype problem. So there's a bunch of stuff to talk about for later lives, where it's gonna really, where we could rehash some of these topics, and then it's gonna fucking blow up. You get what I'm saying? So that's kind of what I'm fishing for. But what I want to do, the dream for these live streams, man, and I keep telling everybody, like, I'm taking you guys with me. I want to travel. I want to do what those streamers do. I want to go around, live stream, roll, do martial arts, meet you guys, meet a bunch of people. I want to buy the setup that I see some of these streamers have, and eventually I'll be able to. I found out that there's a way to bring all of your platforms and go live stream at the same time. So I have a giant Facebook audience that I'm not tapping into, and I know they're all like our age, sport, like roughly around there. They would fucking love this, I have a very active Instagram audience. I have a very active TikTok audience, but I'm only utilizing my YouTube audience. So it's gonna get big later on, but it's just stuff, shit takes time. You say you're better than MMA Guru. Instead, you said you have so much knowledge and talking on a panel would be dope. It would be dope instead of messaging actual conversations. You're better than MMA Guru. The thing about MMA Guru is we've allowed a guy who, and I don't know his background. I don't know MMA Guru's background, but he looked like he's never trained in his life. And he says a couple of things, and I think that's why DJ stopped fucking with him. Like he's sitting here and he's saying a bunch of shit. And DJ, I heard DJ say it. He said, like, I'm gonna have to meet these guys. Like, I train with these guys, and you're calling these Dagestanis like monkeys from the mountains or some shit, whatever he was saying. You get what I'm saying? Like, I just think it, like, I don't know. Like, I like to be respectful, but I can speak facts. He looks like he's never trained a day in his life. I do not like certain things I hear him say. And he speaks for the guys who sits on the couch, and they have, like, some of his takes are kind of interesting. I have watched them a little bit, but then I'm like, I'm not feeling it. There's other guys too where I'm like, I don't really like what you're saying. I think a lot of MMA media on YouTube is a bunch of guys who don't train, and they have all this. They just want hype moments and stuff like that. There's one dude that I like a lot. I forgot his name though. Like, he talks a lot about the behind the scenes. I forgot his name. He's a faceless YouTuber too. He talks about, he hates Dana White too. It's funny as fuck. I love his content. Wayne podcast is cool. Yeah, we'll see. It's gonna happen. People always hit me up for stuff. I wouldn't trip though. So just, don't worry, dog. Don't worry. We're gonna have slow days. We're gonna have good days. But yeah, today is a slow day, and my Mondays are always slow days. I think Monday in general, everyone's like, gotta get back to work. Fuck. But back to Floyd Mayweather and BJ Penn. Like, that right there, he said just ideas, changes. No, you're right. I love his sport. I always sport. Understand, when you guys give me advice, I listen. I 100% listen. Don't think you're just talking and I'm not listening. I always listen. That's why I write this stuff down. If you guys think I write this stuff down and just leave it here, like, I literally be like, okay. And then I look into that and stuff like that. But I'm going to keep, we're going to keep yapping. And this is just going to be I might make the live 2 hours though instead of 3 hours. I might do that instead. Unless people come in at that 2 hour spike. We'll see, but I don't care. Floyd Mayweather and BJ Penn. That's what I do want to talk about though. Floyd Mayweather, you know what? It's funny that you said that. I did see, like, Floyd Mayweather, they said that he was fighting Mike Tyson. I don't know how true that is. They said Floyd Mayweather, I was like, why is this happening? And I realized Floyd Mayweather must be broke. And you pointing that stuff out, yeah. Floyd Mayweather, and then I don't think Floyd will draw a crowd like he used to. Like, everyone knows he's just doing this shit for money at this point. You sound faceless and a no name, but other channels, and you have ability to listen and talk MMA. Yeah. MMA is it's funny you bring that up. I want to yap about that right quick. That's why I love live streaming too. Because when I get to yapping, sometimes there's like gold nuggets in this shit. Sport. I 100% feel like we have not really touched on all of martial arts because there are so many things that is just not being discussed. Like, we don't talk about the psychology behind martial arts. I feel like martial arts in social media is not talked about enough. We don't talk about the combat. Like, well, no, combat theory is talked about a couple of bunch. Like, why is a southpaw statistically a problem and stuff like that. There's a lot of striking channels on YouTube that talk about that. I feel like we as martial artists don't talk about philosophy enough. That sounds boring, but we're 100% living like Marcus Aurelius's meditations. I've been wanting to get my hands on that. Marcus Aurelius meditations, because some of that shit is still relevant today. We don't talk about that. You said Luke Thomas is good. I like him. There's another guy. I don't know what that guy's name is. I never know what these guys' name is. I don't follow none of them, but I love that about YouTube. My recommendation page, it just like it makes these guys pop up. You know, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And I just watch their stuff. But back to what I was saying though. Yeah, we don't talk about the full scale of martial arts. Regeneration, like how to regenerate your body. We don't talk about what else don't we talk about? There's a bunch of shit we don't talk about in martial arts, I feel. You know, so it's all types of stuff. It's all good. There's not enough stuff we talk about in martial arts. All right. How much talent is lost in the gym? I have a guy. Damn, that's a good question. There's a guy right now who he's in my gym and he is 100% the best guy in our gym. 100% the best guy in the gym. And I've seen him get injured multiple times. And he's so young and he's so good. But I fear that he eventually might not be able to get to his peak because he keeps injuring himself. There's a lot of talent that's being lost in the gym, 100%. And I think I almost was one of them. The gym, this is why I was just saying earlier, like playing. I think playing is better than training because when you play, you don't take shit serious. You're loose. You protect yourself a little bit better. But when you're just training and you're serious and you're having these gym wars and all this stuff like that, like a lot of talent is 100% lost in the gym. You said, because they lose everything in the gym by wars. Also fighters that can't fight under the lights. Yeah, bro. Like, I've said this before. I actually haven't posted that video. I need to post that damn video. I think I have it recorded just because, or maybe I have the script set up. Just because you beat a fighter in the gym, it doesn't make you a fighter. People don't understand that. Just because you're in the gym beating the guys that compete doesn't mean you're good. It doesn't mean that. People don't understand that. It's really interesting. People don't get that. They think, oh, I'm like, this guy's a world champion or this guy is this, and I took him down. I can take anybody down. No, he might have been working on something. He might have been doing something. He might have been training something else. He might have wanted you to take him down. You know? And then there's guys in the gym who that's how they get their stripes. You want to know something? Shout out my old gi coach, Marcelo Perdomo. I always like hat tip him. Always give him credit for this. But he was the one, and I never understood it. I never understood this at the time because I was a white belt. He said, don't be an academy lion. He was like this, he had this thick Portuguese accent. He said, don't be an academy lion. I was like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? He said, don't be in the gym whooping everybody's ass, but you're not going to competition whooping their like other people's ass. He's like, why would you get comfortable beating up on your own people and not showing you could beat up on other gyms people? I never understood that. And then I started realizing the more I did martial arts, because I've been doing martial arts, like I've been doing jiu-jitsu for like 7 to 8 years now. And I've been doing martial arts in total like 10 years. And I've seen it. There's people who come into the gym and they specifically go to the fighters and they want to try hard. Like there's this is not a diss because he might see this content, but it's not a diss. So like I recently posted a video of me like striking with this young kid, and it was in the Muay Thai, right? So now this kid is trying to constantly on Saturdays, he's trying to constantly come in, he's trying to constantly spar with me, right? But the thing is, for me, like this is a business, you know, I'm trying to just get other bodies and I'm trying to show different techniques. But for him, this is his stripe. This is his moment. You get what I'm saying? So I sparred with him again this next Saturday, and he was trying a little bit harder, right? And I don't think he realizes that I'm not hitting him hard, you know, but he's pushing a little bit harder and harder and harder. Get what I'm saying? Trying to prove himself. And I see it. But that's what I'm saying. A lot of people do that in martial arts. Their stripes is in the gym. Their moment to be a king or an academy lion is in the gym. And we lose a lot of talent because of this. You know, you said that's how Brazil does it, play sparring. Yeah, I think even the Thais do it really well. That's the crazy part. The Thai people sit back every day and they compete every weekend. I'm gonna be honest with you, that's something I want to do. When I get the money and I'm traveling the world, that's how I'm gonna be training. I'm gonna just sign up for a tournament. And it's gonna be a known thing. I'm gonna let everybody know, like, this is my training ground. Like, I'm gonna be going to so many tournaments just competing. And I'm gonna lose a lot. Like, I plan on losing a lot, okay? But to me, I want to make the competition scene my training mat. That's a big thing that I want to do, where you can catch me at a competition scene. I'm like competing every week. You know, I think the Thais do that so well. They play and then they go compete. They play and their play is their training is play. They go real soft, and they compete that Saturday or that Sunday, and they go back and forth, back and forth. Me, I would love to do jiu-jitsu like that. I would love to do jiu-jitsu like that because I feel like my jiu-jitsu would spike so fast because I know that I would be sitting back studying every day. I'll be on live stream with you guys. I would love to. It's gonna happen. Don't worry. It's gonna happen in the future. But that's how I would like to do it. You gotta. Just because you're beating fighters in your gym, it doesn't make you a real fighter. That's all I gotta say. You said America is all about ego. Yeah, in a weird, strange way. You know, America used to be about entertainment, but I think the past few years, you have a bunch of guys who we've entered an era of people who don't want to work for anything, but they want the glory of the outcome. We've entered that era where nobody wants to like everybody just wants to live the high of the moment instead of the process it takes to get to that moment, you know? And I think that what's going on, everybody that just walked in, please like the video. We're talking about America having so much ego. We're talking about all types of stuff. And it's a chill live. Today's a nasty Monday. And we're just going to keep talking. I want to know how you guys are doing this Monday. What brings you on? And yeah. I know some of you guys are probably just I don't know what actually what are you guys doing? We have like 5 dudes in here and one dude is talking. Now, someone has told me, someone messaged me on Instagram and they said that they love being on my live streams and just listening. Like they just do stuff and listen. Like I'm like a podcast or something. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, dog? Because I even seen on my what was it on my stats that a lot of YouTube premium guys listen to me. So they'll like click on my live stream, click it off, and they start doing stuff. Because I guess I yap a lot. I yap enough. I yap enough. That's what it's about, you know. What I am gonna start yapping about though, that I've been planning on talking about, and I'm gonna start making videos on this soon. This is actually what I plan on doing for my channel in general. This is what I plan on doing. I'm gonna read what you said, sport, right now, and I'm gonna talk about my channel that I plan on doing. They beat you in one round. They feel they can beat you in real fighting, which is crazy. Oh, yes, 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 yes. These guys, and then it's kind of funny too, because like speaking of that, before I get to, let me write this down so I don't forget. I'm gonna talk about the future of this channel, something that I want to do, and then I'm gonna go back to my communication compass system because I want to talk about that. I'm gonna say future of my channel. Okay. It's funny because like the kid, for example, me and him was sparring. He put up his phone. He's like, oh, I want to, record. I want to record this round, right? I said, okay. Little did he know, I've been recording myself for probably, I guess it's been 6 years of me. No, it's been longer than that. I've been constantly recording myself that now I understand where the camera is at. I know where the camera is at. So, it's so funny when he finally it was like at the end of the round, he actually kind of got the best of me. We were off camera from his camera, but we were on camera from my camera. So he hit me up on IG. He was like, "Hey, can I get that side of the camera?" No response, bro. Like this, like I don't mind giving it, but like, bro, you kind of doing something else. I don't know, bro. I don't know what You don't even post on social media. So what are we doing here? Because I don't want people thinking that me and you got beef, bro. I'm gonna have a talk with him probably. I need more bodies. I need more bodies. Anyways, we're gonna go into the future of my channel. What I want to do. This channel, one thing that I have been desperately trying to do with this channel is I want people to see that this is not just a martial arts channel. This is a martial artist channel. It's a lifestyle. You get what I'm saying? I have successfully showed people that I fight. People can go on my shorts and you can see me fighting constantly. I always have been showing the journey. I look at fighting as a martial art. No, fighting as an art. It's just fun to show. But one thing that I've been wanting to do is show my artistic side. I think this right here is fucking perfect too. Speaking on live, I've gotten to show my intelligence a little bit. I would assume I've shown my intelligence, but if I haven't yet, I will in the future. But there's more stuff that I want to do. I feel like martial arts as a whole, the beauty of what martial arts can be and what we could talk about is just not being talked about enough. I just feel like it's not being talked about enough. Like I would like to, like right now I'm learning, I said this last night, I'm learning the Filipino language. Eventually when I go to the Philippines, I'm gonna actually find me a authentic Filipino master for stick fighting. That would be fun to really like go into the manuals and read that stuff and break down stick fighting. If I was to go learn Mandarin, right? And then go into those old tomes and really like break that stuff down, like as a fighter's mind and demystify a lot of this stuff, like that would be freaking fun. But then not only that, I want to also, not only that, like I feel like art And I think like sport, what you might see, I feel like art is grappling. Like the way you study art is the way, it's the same thing with grappling. And the way you study music is the same like effect of stand-up fighting. And I want to explore that. And then I also want to eventually create merchandise too. That's going to be something huge that I eventually want to do. That's why I call myself the martial artist. Like the samurai, I believe and it's not original, but well, the martial artist name is kind of like, it's kind of clever, but the samurai did this already. That's why they painted. They was doing poetry. They had it's a body and mind thing. I feel like in martial arts we do not touch enough on the body and mind um cohesion. We don't talk about it enough. And that's why like I get kind of scared sometimes, and why I've shied away so much of talking about MMA, because I feel like the MMA community, in a weird way, do not love martial arts. That's a huge topic to talk about. I feel like the MMA community as a whole does not love martial arts like they think they do. They like MMA, mixed martial arts, but really they love MMA as, I guess, a sport. What am I trying to say? They don't love MMA as a martial art, though. They don't actually like martial arts. They don't. That's why you have some people, they like people are watching MMA, but then they get mad when these guys start grappling. I do understand that a little bit, but like that's a big topic to talk about. What else? So I get scared to draw a full MMA crowd, because then they just want to sit back and just talk about, oh, this fighter said this, and this fighter's gonna do that, and this fighter's gonna do that. And I'm like, bro, there's so much more to talk about. Let me read what you said, Sport. You said, I know when I spar an actual fighter, they are taking care of me. They aren't turning up. Exactly. So it's always with respect. They'll match my energy, which people don't understand that. There's a fucking dude. There's two guys that I have. One I love dearly, and the other I fucking hate his guts. I'm not gonna say it because I don't want it's gonna be obvious in my videos that I don't like that guy. But there's a particular guy that I like a lot, but he has a really big problem where he will hit you, and when you give it back to him, suddenly he gets angry. And it's like I remember like me and him were going, and like I ended up submitting him, and he was like, "Oh, I'm not trying hard in practice." And I literally looked him in his face. I said, "What the fuck you mean not trying hard?" It's actually, the video's up. It's when I did that question mark kick and I stopped at his head. I love him dearly, but he was fucking swinging hard, right? And I literally showed I could knock you out, right? And then he's after I submitted him, he's like, "Oh yeah, I don't." He said, "I don't come to practice to try hard." And I looked at him. I was like, "Bro, if I was trying hard, I would have kicked you in the face. Like I would have like knocked you out. I could have been that asshole. But some people don't understand. Like they don't understand their power. They don't understand like what they're doing. And then there's another dude. Oh, I can't stand this motherfucker. I can't stand him. I think we might actually get into a fight. I think I'm gonna do my best to avoid it, but I think we might eventually get into a fight because he be pissing me off. Um, there's a guy in my gym who, this motherfucker right here, he he irritates the fuck out of me. He sits back and he pretends. So like he came to me last week. Let me tell you, and Tom Hawk. I'll read your bullshit comment in a second. It's bullshit, but it ain't bullshit, but it's bullshit. But so last Monday he comes up, he walks up to me, he's like, "Hey, can we?" He's like, "I know you have good kicks. Can you not kick me in the head?" Okay, cool. I knew why he said that shit. I know why he said that, because he thought I can only kick. That's what he thought. So he was trying to like stop me from kicking as much, right? And I was like, okay, well, cool. So we started going, and I start piecing his ass up, right? And then he has these tiny ass MMA gloves, right? And every time he gets frustrated, he starts hitting hard, right? And then he's one of the motherfuckers that he will Glock you, right? And then try to stop and say he's sorry. No, bitch. No. Shut the fuck up. We're not like, stop talking, bro. I'm like, no, we're good. Stop talking, bro. Come on. Keep going. Shut the fuck up. Boom, I hit him right back. Oh my God, bro. Shut up, bro. Like, I hate those type of people, bro. Like, don't, like, I actually, you know what? You could actually figure out which video it is because I put a comment in there. Whether people need to understand this, whatever energy you give in martial arts, no matter what, whether you was doing it intentional or whether you was doing it unintentional, you're gonna get a physical rebuttal, whether you like it or not. So you can hit someone and you can say sorry. You can do that. And they will accept your apology. But understand you're going to get cracked right back. That's a normal thing. If I hit somebody, I don't say shit because I know it's coming back. I'm like, oh, just hit him. I know he about to hit me back, you know, and I lock the fuck in, you know. And then usually, definitely, that's what I love about MMA. When I hit someone really hard and I know I didn't mean to, but like, you know, and they start rushing in, take down. That shit pisses people off so much. Immediately take down. I just whoop, take down. Nope, I'm not even playing that game with you. Take down. Now you gotta do jujitsu with me, you know. But yeah, I hate that dude. Like I remember, I have a video too of he judo slammed me on my bad shoulder. I don't know how the fuck I did that on that video. But while we were in the air, like I spun to his back and we both landed. And I literally just like, while I was on his back, I just started, drama. And then he's like, oh, timeout. I'm like, ain't no fucking timeout. MMA pushed him off. Shut the fuck up, big dog. I hate that dude. I do not like him a lot. And then he walks up to me every time he wants to spar. If he does that tonight, I don't know what's going to happen. We'll see. But I keep a good poker face. I ain't going to do nothing crazy. But I hate people like that. I think I hate people. No one likes a clumsy giant. That's what I'm saying. There we go. That's my issue with him. Nobody likes a clumsy giant. I told that to all my exes. No one likes a clumsy giant. Nobody likes a person that comes in and they do stupid shit. No, like imagine a giant, for those who don't get, because that's my saying. Imagine if there was a giant and he was walking around like downtown and he was slipping and falling and shit, right? We got to kill that giant, you know, because he's falling all over the buildings and he's destroying everything. That's how people who are unaccountable of their decisions are. A clumsy giant. No one likes a clumsy giant. And I can't stand people that are not aware of the decisions that they're making. I cannot stand people like that. So someone says, he said, stop playing with God. This is a loving warning. Eternity is real. You wrote this shit bad. Stop playing with God. This is a loving warning. Eternity is real and hell is real. If you're breathing right now, God is giving you time to repent and turn to Jesus. Today is the day of salvation. Yeah. And then you have the next one, that the next guy, he said, what brand is your diaper? Yeah. Those are the trolls of the day. I expected something different for you trolls today. You said passive aggressive in real life. Nah, bro. Like, I can't stand that shit. Like, you gotta, like, I cannot stand clumsy giants. I call them clumsy giants. You need to be aware of what you did. I'm always aware. Like, everything I do, like, I thought real long and hard about making that decision. You know, and sometimes if I don't know, I do try to get some communication out of the situation to figure out, like, okay, like, what did I do wrong? And you know, that was one of the biggest problems with me and my ex. Like, she just for some reason like wanted me to fucking read her mind, and I guess I made bad decisions. I'm like, well, motherfucker, tell me the bad decisions I made. She wouldn't tell me. We've talked about it before. I need to find myself. All right, fuck it. Find yourself. Shit. Fuck it. Find yourself. When a girl says that, there's someone else. When a girl tells you she needs to find herself, It's not you, it's her. It's another motherfucker in the picture. I've learned that. I've learned that over time. Uh, fuck that. I ain't I, I ain't never seen a girl successfully work on herself. I ain't never seen that shit. I ain't never seen it. No, I ain't never seen it. Mm-mm. I was like, yeah, there's another dude in the picture. I said, I can't figure it out right now. I'll see you later. There's another dude in the picture. I was like, fuck it. Oh well. Then I started hopping on live and I started getting my money up. That's just all. That's the answer, right? Sport. Like when a girl says I need to work on myself, bro, she lying, bro. She's fucking lying. She's lying her ass off. She ain't about to work on herself. What you thought this was, dog? You thought you was special? Nah, bro. She found someone else and she trying to put you on the back burner, put you on the shelf, and go try that new toy out. Exactly what's going on. No, you ain't gonna play me, big baby. No. We ain't doing that. Absolutely not. And then I turned around and got two more girls. Real shit. Some people say that's pimping. No, that's trauma bonding. See, I know what the fuck I be doing. I ain't pimping. That's trauma bonding. But it is what it is. I got two best friends now. That's what I jumped on. You said she's playing the field. Yeah, that's what they do. Like that's what these girls do. They play the field, and you have to know what's going on. And I think honestly, I'm gonna tell you this. This is some real talk. I really honestly believe what you do after or how you react to the breakup really matters. It matters. Like when you separate from a girl, what you do in the next 90 days matter. You said age 20 rule, they don't understand that. Age 20 rule, they don't understand that rule. Yeah. Oh, they don't get it. They don't get it. No, I know exactly what you're talking about. They don't get that. No, they don't. But like when you break up with your chick, the first 90 days matter. The first 90 days of what you do. That's how you completely change your life. That's how you completely flip the game. Everything, all that matters. But a lot of guys sit back and they that's why a lot of like let me say those two things. A lot of guys sit back and they get stuck on the girl and they don't do something different with themselves. She left you for a reason. Hypergamy kicked in her subconscious brain. She left you for a reason, So to me, that's an opportunity that I showed weakness and I need to step up my game. That's the way I see it. That's the way I see it. But a lot of guys don't get that. They just sit back and they mope. And this is why a lot of guys tell guys, oh, it's time to go in the gym, bro. Time to go in the gym. But I think like that's just bad advice. I think just simply going in the gym, and maybe sport, you can teach that to your son. I really believe, because sport, what I was thinking about, and I feel like this will wake you up a little bit. What I was thinking about when I have a son, because I've been thinking about having a child since I was 16. I've been thinking about that. That's why I'm very careful of the person or partner that I pick in life. I'm very careful of that. But I believe I want to make my son emotionally intelligent. And it's not the type of emotional intelligence that people think. Like I want him to be aware of the game that's being played. I want him to understand that. I'm telling you, like there's a reason why I'm such a good teacher. I promise you guys, when I have a kid, I want him talking as fast as possible. Like I'm gonna try it too, because I know you gotta read to him, because I studied a lot. I studied a lot of child development. Like I want to create an emotionally intelligent human being where he could be quick on the dime and he could express himself really fast and he understands the martial art that's happening when he talks. Like I want him to literally see the techniques that's being hit, not just physically, but talking wise. And I want all my kids like that, not just my son, but definitely my son. I think as a young man, it's getting to a point now, like at first, at one point, it used to be about being able to conquer with your like might makes right. But man, I think now it's the conversation rules the nation. That's what I feel. You said, bro, after a breakup, my training really goes crazy. I have way more focus now. I don't have anyone else to entertain. I put more focus on training and not a date night. Yeah, I seen this guy online. He said that I didn't agree with what he said. He was like, yeah, like, why didn't you change for the girl in the relationship? And I'm like, objectively, it's really hard to change, really, unless you're dealing with a girl who has the same mindset. If you're dealing with a woman with a growth mindset, see, they don't talk about this enough. Like, men don't talk about this enough. Like, why is it that we always only talk about building the girl, leading the girl, doing this? Like, I agree. You should want to provide variety and excitement, give stability and protection, give leadership and guidance. That's like the three main things you want to do as a man, right? But we never talk about the pillars that a woman needs to aid and cultivate that type of man. You don't talk about that stuff. Like, what do you think a man who has the ability to give variety and excitement, that's one thing he has. He could give stability and protection, right? And he could give guidance and leadership. What do you think that man would do if there was a woman by his side with a growth mindset? What do you think he would do? She has a growth mindset. She understands the program. She understands that we are a team. Instead of me, she turns that M into a W and makes we. What do you think happens to a type of man like that? Like, all these women's like, oh, like, behind every great king, there's a queen, a powerful queen. I'm like, well, what the fuck you think she does? You think she just sits there and she's just fucking pretty? You said women take a lot of mental time because they need a lot of attention. And if you do the gym more than attending to her attention, then it's an argument. Exactly. I'm just saying, like, I have yet to see those topics be talked about yet. I'm waiting for it. Like, I've been watching for the past all my life of what a man needs to do for a woman. I've been watching it, been peeping this shit. But what is it that a woman needs to do for a man? And I hate that it took me it took me a long time to realize, like, we as men been kind of taught wrong. We're like, oh, like, is she like, they like the base thing that they're asking these young men is ask about her body count, right? Like, ask about her body count, right? Okay. Well, like, you find out her body count, now what? Like, is she a hoe? Well, what about the girls that aren't hoes, but the relationship still doesn't work? Why? Well, it's because we're not teaching men to demand reciprocation. I believe when the red pill exploded, if they would have, instead of talking about body count, like, they should have emphasized that. Oh, body count, that, body count. But they should have emphasized reciprocation. That right there is something that I like. When I figured that word out, when I'm sitting back talking to a girl, the moment LOL or some shit like that, thumbs up on the message. I'm not responding no more. Like, the moment I see energy drops, my energy drops with her. No. I'm going to give what you give me. Same like martial arts. You hit me hard, I'm going to hit you hard. You hit me soft, I'm going to hit you soft. You said she acts like I'm going to the club. Girl, I'm going to sharpen skills to protect us. No, but that shit's boring, bro. It's boring. The number one thing women want is variety and excitement. That's the number one thing. The number one thing. That's what they want. Variety and excitement. And then they want stability and protection. So they want drama, and they want a financially, They want hold on. They want a financially intelligent man. I've started saying that because they be like, oh, I want a man that's emotionally intelligent. No, the fuck you don't. You don't. You don't want an emotionally intelligent man. You want a financially intelligent man. That's what you want. You want a man that has money so you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. You want a lifestyle. That's what you want. Bam. And it sounds like I hate women. I don't. It's just like I've been studying this game for a while and I got to put it into effect. And I'm like, damn. Because I've been looking online lately, and there's a lot of guys that are running around saying like, "Oh, you have to be a piece of shit to women," and I'm like, not really. You don't have to be a piece of shit. I mean, that works, but like, that's not the method though. I think the method is you need to be like, you need to have conversation agility. You need to know how to talk. You need to know how to yap properly. You need to know when to shut the fuck up and when to not shut the fuck up, Um, but a lot of us don't have that skill set, You need to understand what a girl is looking for. Because I was thinking for a very long time. Like when you hear the word, because I love giving solutions. When you hear the word that women likes variety and excitement, when you hear that, right? And then the second thing they want is stability and protection. Variety and excitement sounds like you need to take her on a date every fucking day. That's exactly what it sounds like. But when I thought about it for a very long time, why is it that you could have a rich dude get his girl taken by a dude who just got out of prison? How does that work? You know? Let's say they have the same like cock size or whatever. Like, what happened? Well, the reason why your girl got taken away is because the guy that she was dealing with had nothing to do with himself. He didn't have shit to do all day but talk to her. I think talking, yapping. That's why I've been saying communication, conversation is a martial art. I think the real thing that you need to be able to do is talk. That provides variety and excitement. You know, like that is it. Other than that, if you cannot provide that, then these girls go down to the next thing: stability and protection. And they kind of mix it together. Variety, excitement, and stability or protection. They kind of mix it together. And that's when they go on these little foodie dates and shit like that. They say, let's go on a date. You can take me to a 5-star restaurant because I'm hungry. You're like, yeah, all right. But I think that's the answer. I think you need to know how to talk. That's the one thing. I just think talking is so powerful. Talking is my God. Talking is powerful as hell. It's powerful. But yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. We don't talk about it. It's not talked about enough. I'm gonna start making more videos on that. Like I've been wanting 100% to talk about how communication is a martial art. I've been saying that so much. I even have a communication compass system. You didn't see that sport that I have, that my communication compass system. I plan on making videos for that specifically. Like, let me see. I think I even have this stuff written down if I can find it. I have so much stuff written down that I want to talk about. Oh yeah, here we go. I think this is it. When I was talking about your money, your motion, your mind, your muscles, and your emotion need to be on point. Yep, that's what you need. Your money, your motion, your mind, your muscles, and your emotion. Good morning. What's good, Rilla, bro? We're sitting back, we yapping. We talked about Francis Ngannou in the beginning. Then we talked about, just yapped all up to whatever. And then I started talking about relationships, about how I feel like men, instead of being just taught to focus on a woman's body count, we should have demanded reciprocation. And then I started going into how I believe that communication is a martial art, and how I think communication, having good conversational skills, can take you wherever you need to go. I really believe that. And I think, like, as a man, what we should be focused on every day is our money and our emotion. And our emotion is basically our program. Basically, like, What we want to do, our purpose, money and motion. That's what we need to work on. Mind and muscles. So you gotta work on your mind. Like what is that called? The neuroscience, like creativity and stuff like that. You gotta work on your muscles. I worked, as you see, I'm still in my freaking boxing uniform, kind of. You gotta work on your muscles every day. And then you need to work on your emotions. And that's the communication part that I'm talking about. That's the communication I'm talking about. You say you're kind of a genius, bro. If you're not pushing forward your faith, you're getting comfortable. Yes, bro. Yes, bro. Straight up. Every day you should be asking yourself, how am I adding to my money? How am I adding to my emotion, which is the program, which is your purpose, your external sovereignty? How am I adding to my mind? When I say mind, I'm talking about your intelligence. Like, what skill set are you building today? You get what I'm saying? Like, what mental skill set are you building? And your muscles. Did you work out today? Did you properly refuel your temple? And then you could you could work on your money and your motion, right? You can work on that. And you can work on your mind and your muscles. But if you did not work on your emotions, bro, you could get played. That's why we see these NBA players, they spend all their life, even like other guys, all their life dribbling the ball. Some football players, all their life catching the ball. Rappers, all their life rapping on the mic. And then suddenly they meet a chick and she take all his money because he ain't been working on his emotions. He don't know what to do now that he done got something that's pretty and that seems to want him. You get what I'm saying? So you gotta work on your emotions. This is why, guys, I always bring up relationship talks. I always bring that up because that is a martial art. People don't get it. Women figured that shit out. They say, wait, I can talk to him a certain way and get what I want, even though he's stronger than me. And then guys just none the wiser, don't even realize you just got fucking one-two'd by the emotions. It's just fun. It's fun. I love this shit though. This is fun. I love all this stuff. I study this stuff every single freaking day. But I'm glad you guys walked in. Give me a like. This is one of my slowest streams. Mondays is always slow. It's always slow. So I love it. I was just talking to someone, Sport. He was like, maybe you should restart the live. I'm like, no, we're just going to keep yapping because someone's going to need to hear this stuff. And I was going to get off, but if anyone have any questions, MMA, jiu-jitsu, relationship ideas, or you just want to troll, give it to me. You said a lot of people get comfortable because learning something new is hard, but nothing is easy. Yeah, man. I've realized when you're trying to learn a new skill, it's kind of like going to the gym. I kind of realized that. Like when you sit back and let's say, for example, you go to the gym right now, you lift some weights. You can't keep lifting weights all day, right? So you have to at some point take a rest period. But I've kind of learned that I've learned that for creative arts and stuff like that. I've learned that for that. Like sometimes, like I'll be sitting back drawing or even learning math, and at some point I get bored or I start falling asleep. And I'm like, damn, okay, like I gotta lock in. You get what I'm saying? Like shit. But yeah, like learning a skill is difficult, and a lot of people don't want to do that. It's very difficult, but I've been wanting to do a series lately, and I think I might start. I think I'm gonna just start. But the tagline is gonna be like I'm gonna literally start every video. I want to create fight art, and boom, I'm gonna just go straight into what I'm doing. Because I want to create fight diagrams. I also want to start explaining jujitsu. I want to break jujitsu down in such a way where, let's say, like the way those old Chinese texts used to do. Like it would show like I want to draw diagrams and stuff like that. And then I also want to create I want to change the way martial arts culture, like the fashion sense in the culture. I want to change that too. It's a bunch of stuff I want to do because I feel like martial arts is very lacking in the fashion. You said do it, don't hesitate, just do it, bro. Yeah, I know. I'm probably just gonna make the video, even if it sucks. I was gonna give myself some time, but You know, when you say shit like that, like, oh, I'm gonna wait tomorrow. What did Apollo say? It was Apollo, right? He said, there is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. You said, I wish you could teach me jiu-jitsu. Don't worry. I plan on what draws you to jiu-jitsu though? I'm curious. But I plan on showing it's slow, but I plan on showing more than what I've been showing lately. I'm planning on it. It's gonna take time though. Don't worry, guys. We have no time. But right, we have no time. There is no tomorrow. Like the audacity for me to believe that I'm gonna wake up tomorrow. Today might be my last day. You never know. I always think about that when I'm driving. And I'm like, damn, like I be like, or something unfortunate happens. Like I remember like the other day I was driving. It was like it was a few Sundays ago. I was driving and these cops like popped up behind me. And suddenly, before I realize it, I'm in the back of the cop car. Like they wanted to search my car. One thing I've learned to do, my charger is beat up because they have fucked my charger up so much. From I hate 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 the police. I really do. Bullies. They're fucking bullies to me. But anyways, so I just cooperate because I know I don't have shit. So like, dude, pulled me over, and just like I feel like a lot of them are cowards too. So he's telling me, he's like, oh, turn off the car. He's like, put your hands on the steering wheel. I put my hands on the steering wheel, and then he tells me to get out the car, right? So I'm like, okay. So I start reaching to get out the car, and he starts fucking freaking out. I'm like, bro, like, what? I looked at him. I said, bro, what are you doing? And he felt stupid when I asked that question. I was like, what are you doing right now? Like, do you want me to get out the car or not? He's like, oh, put your hands back on the steering wheel. I'm going to get you out the car. All right, bro, whatever. So he puts me in the back of the car, and he's like, can I search your car? Yeah, fucking go search the car. Go do it. Yeah, and I told him, I said, y'all have already destroyed my car multiple times. Go search it. So he goes, and he literally, like, throws everything out my car. Literally everything out the car. I'm sitting there staring like, what the fuck? And I was up all night prior to that. So I'm just sitting there and I'm just tired as fuck. And then he walks up to me and he's like, oh, so what is the 9 doing in your car? I said, the 9? He's like, yeah, what is the 9? I said, the 9 what? He said, the 9mm. I'm thinking in my mind, did this motherfucker just plant a gun in my car? I said, what are you talking about? He was like, yeah, there's a 9mm in your car. Tell me what it's doing in your car. I said, there is no 9mm. He's like, yes, there is. And I was like, trust me, I don't need a 9mm, right? Like, the fuck you talking about? I don't even carry guns. I don't carry guns specifically because you motherfuckers be fucking with me. And then he's like, all right, I'm gonna let you go on a warning. Because I think like something was busted. But that's because the last sheriff fucked my car up, you know? So I was just like, all right, bro. And so I get out the car. He's like, all right, I'm gonna let you go. Motherfucker speed off. All my shit is just out sitting on the pavement. Just sitting on the pavement. I'm just like, oh my God, throw it up, whatever, you know, keep on driving. Bullies, bro, bullies. I can't but the reason why I brought that up is, you know, every time, the reason why I cooperate is because I personally do not like seeing like some black dude get shot by the police. Like, I don't want to be on the shirt. Like, maybe you guys love me enough where y'all, you know, come for me and have me on the shirt and maybe riot for me or something. But like, I don't want to go out that way, you know? So fucking do what you're going to do. You know, like, it's cool, bro. I'm not going to fight you, you know? Like, you know, it makes me laugh when they tell me stop resisting. I'm like, bro, if I wanted to resist, you know what the fuck would happen? You know, anyways. But, you said defending myself. Defending yourself for what specifically? Like, because are you talking about defending yourself in a street fight? Or because I believe I've always said this conversation, like even when I was talking to the cop, like I'm irritated as fuck telling you guys a story, but I was like this. Like, yeah, you can go search. What 9mm you're talking about? I don't carry guns. Like stuff like that. Communication is a martial art, dude. Communication is a fucking martial art. I think the hierarchy of the best self-defense goes communication and parkour. So if you cannot run, if you can't run from a situation, you need to be able to talk your way out of a situation. If you can't talk your way out of a situation, you should be able to run from a situation. Then after that, then you have MMA. Then MMA, right? Or well, it depends, because if it gets lethal, then you have guns and stuff, right? And then MMA. So MMA is like the last resort, and jiu-jitsu is the last resort. But I think knowing jiu-jitsu is good for you. I think 100% knowing jiu-jitsu is good for you. You say, yo, bro, love your jiu-jitsu videos. Thanks for making content. Big appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, man, I did a year of BJJ. It's the best thing that happened to me. What's the favorite thing that you like about jiu-jitsu? Oh, in general? Yeah, I think jiu-jitsu solidly is something you should know in general. Solidly. Like, that should be something you should know. 100%. Yeah, 100%. You should know jiu-jitsu. Just to learn, yeah, that is good for you. Like, I would recommend you learn jiu-jitsu and then go learn some Muay Thai or boxing, like cross train. Because a lot of jiu-jitsu guys, they fall like, oh my gosh, there's a guy in my gym, and he has an excellent guard. His guard is beautiful. One of the best guards I've seen. I have yet to pass this motherfucker's guard. But my only problem is it's unrealistic. You know, like sitting there with your ass folded over your head and no one can pass your guard. And at some point you go for a leg lock. Like for sport jiu-jitsu, it's beautiful, but you are really not going to be able to defend yourself at all. I don't even think you know how to fight. Like every time he stands up to wrestle, there's no threat. When he stands up to do any type of upper body submissions, there's no threat. If he takes your back, he's really good at boloing. There's no threat. So you don't want to be one of those guys who you've developed a great ground game, but the moment you stand up, there's no threat. You don't want to be that guy. So I would recommend learn jiu-jitsu. When I first started jiu-jitsu, that was actually my first entry to kickboxing. It was labeled Muay Thai, but that was a kickboxing coach. So I did Brazilian jiu-jitsu, and I did what the fuck am I saying? I did Brazilian jiu-jitsu and I did kickboxing together. I would do kickboxing first, and then I'll go into Brazilian jiu-jitsu. So that was my first entry to like jiu-jitsu, kind of. And then eventually I left jiu-jitsu and went into no-gi jiu-jitsu, and now I'm 10th plan. But what would I say if I had to start over? If I had to start this over, I would still do jiu-jitsu first, but I would do damn, that's a good question. I asked myself a damn good question. What would I do? What martial arts would I do? I would do jiu-jitsu. See, I want boxing, but my karate background, I think I'll do karate first. I think I'll do karate and jiu-jitsu, and then I would transition into boxing, and then I would go Muay Thai. I think that's what I would have did. I would have did karate, jiu-jitsu, then boxing, then Muay Thai. Yeah. Because a lot of guys, well, it depends. Because when you're boxing, maybe boxing first. Maybe boxing would have went there. Did I throw the gi away? No, I didn't actually. Where is my gi? I actually didn't throw the gi away. I kept it. It's a souvenir. Greetings, bro. What's good? One of these days, I kind of want to go to a jiu-jitsu competition, throw on my blue belt, and compete in the gi. I think that'd be funny to watch. I'm gonna lose though. I know I'm gonna lose. I don't know anything about the new technology that they've been doing, like the new game for the gi. I think I'll submit somebody. I think there's gonna be some dumb blue belt that's gonna let me submit them because I'm a blue belt in gi. Purple belt in no gi, blue belt in gi. And I know that they don't. I don't think they, because I think for IBJJF they wouldn't recognize me as a purple belt. They would still recognize me as a blue belt. That so would people get mad at me if I came in? Like, let's say I become a brown belt in jiu-jitsu, but no gi. And then I put on my blue belt and I go compete in the gi. I'm gonna have to ask my followers for permission for that one. I'm like, can I do that? Can I get away with that? That would be funny as fuck. Because then you have some poor blue belt who's running into me, but I don't know a lick of what's going on, but I know how to submit people. I know how to do a triangle choke. I know how to do an arm bar. I can guillotine. It's just I don't know how to get around some of these stupid grips. Like I remember last thing I was working on was the spider guard. It's so funny that I was working on the spider guard and I ended up putting on a Spider-Man suit and transition to no-gi. It's kind of what happened with that. The way the world works, man. So funny. Oh well. Oh, sport. You see what I was talking about? Look, we got 6. I'm telling you, just keep yapping, bro. Just keep yapping. Just keep yapping. It's just gonna keep getting better and better. I should have ended the live like 20 minutes ago, but then someone came in. It's like people wake me up every time. That's how it goes. Good morning, everybody. If you just came in, like the video, appreciate you for coming. We're talking about martial arts. We're talking about all types of stuff. If you have questions about jiu-jitsu, go ahead and ask me that. If you have questions about boxing, martial arts, fitness, nutrition, go ahead and ask me. But this is what this live stream is about, and relationships too. I had a crazy yap about, the way I think things should be, but the truth is stranger than fiction. That's what I would say. Gi is for older people. It slows you down. I don't like the gi. I really don't. I think yeah, you might be right. But I've seen older people in jiu-jitsu do incredibly well in no-gi. So like there's some guys in my no-gi gym that are old, but they move like the younger guys. They wrestle too. Hey, Kara. How are you doing? Good to see you. I'm glad you came in. We've been talking about all types of stuff. I think we got probably like, how long is, let me see. I think we got like 40 minutes. Yeah, we got like 40 minutes left. No, not 40 minutes. Whatever. You said gi would work on the street. The problem that I have that people are so like, this is why I stopped. This is why I stopped doing gi. They will punch you. They'll punch you. The punches. So while you're sitting back looking for grips, they're punching you. Big difference. I'm playing golf while watching your live stream. Oh my gosh, thank you. How is it going for you? That actually makes me feel good. Playing golf while watching the live stream. I hope one day I could be more entertaining for you guys. I feel like me just sitting here behind the brown wall can be boring sometimes. I won't shut the fuck up, but like I keep talking, but I don't know. I'm glad you guys find me entertaining of some sort. One day we'll be able to have different monitors and stuff, and I'll be able to do other stuff. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm happy that some of you guys find me entertaining. I'm really happy about that. But just imagine if I had like something to also distract the short-term viewers too. If I had something to distract them, they would stick around too, It's okay. I think one thing that I've learned is that YouTube is definitely looking for a star. Like Twitch has had their stars. I think what was it called? Kick or something? Is that what that is? Kick has had a star. TikTok, I I don't know what TikTok is doing. TikTok is TikTok, you know. But YouTube has been trying their best to get somebody to blow up on their platform so they could get a lot more money. Because this streaming is like it's an empire. Like streamers make more money than some of these athletes. It's insane just by being entertaining. You said just finished a light lift on the bike now. Hell yeah, that's good. So you sitting back, you chilling, you talking too. Mac edits. I do not remember you. I'm sorry. I'm big sorry. Can you remind me who you are? That would be very helpful. And can you like the stream? You and Jake Paul grappling would be your viral moment. It would be funny as hell. I think like he would. You want to know something really funny? I think 100% Jake Paul would be like, I could beat Smitty in a grappling match because I'm bigger than him. I feel that I would be someone he would pick on. I really do. That would be crazy. It would. And the thing is, like, what would? But then, see, I wouldn't box Jake Paul though. I wouldn't box Jake Paul. Would I fight Jake Paul in an MMA match? Oh, that's crazy. He's big as shit though. I'd take his big ass down. I'll grapple him though. I haven't like because you can get clipped really easy in MMA. You can get knocked out really fast. Oh, and I'm the one who said hi and told you what it is. I don't remember you, dog. Do you know how many people say hi and what it is? I'm not even trying to be an asshole. Like, I don't remember you. I'm so sorry. I don't remember you. What I need to do is I need to start making me some food. That's what I need to do. That is what he is a wrestler. He's a wrestler. He would get triangle choke. He would get triangle to guillotine. You say it's okay. I don't. Is that a? Are you a girl? Mac edits. Looks like, or is that a dude holding mangoes? What is that? I can't see your. You said training neck is the best defense against getting knocked out. Besides, yeah, like throwing your like your neck muscles. Like I forgot what it's called. Like there's some things where you put on your head and you like pull it. That's good for your neck muscles because your neck like stops the recoil. But against like someone like Jake Paul, like I'm much smaller than him. Even if I got buff at neck exercises, I'll still probably get knocked out with one good hit. You say Gee messed up my fingers. Oh, that's another reason. And I play guitar. I play guitar, and Gee messed it up. You say yes, I am a girl, but I am a tomboy. So what? You know, I talk to so many Filipinos, right? And they say things a certain way, but you look black. What are you? You say you're a tomboy. Do you do any sports? Do you do any jiu-jitsu? Do you do any martial arts? If you have any questions, I am willing to answer it for you. But Gee 100% messed up my fingers. 100%. Or it can mess up your fingers. But that's one thing of why I didn't want to play I didn't want to do Gee. Cause have you seen their fingers? See, I already have like crooked fingers. Like my fingers are already jacked up. Like I have naturally old man looking fingers. And I was like, I do not want to see what's gonna happen if these get mangled up even more. You know, I was like, nah, I'm good. And then like my ear, well, you can't even see it, but like I finally after years I finally started getting cauliflower. You said I'm into gymnastics and fighting. Okay. So you do gymnastics and fighting. What's your art? What is your art that you do? Because but I've been Mac is edits and I am black. Oh, so I was correct. I said you look black. Okay. That's cool. Tomboy black girl. Are you one of those alternative black girls? Well, no, you do gymnastics. So you have a build. Yeah. Because the alternative, well, no, No, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Was you the one that? Oh, was you the one that said you made an edit of me and you was gonna send me the edit in my Instagram? Is that you? You say you do art too? I saw that. I saw that. I saw that. I don't know if anybody else saw that, but I saw that. Is that what you do too? It's too late. You put it up. I don't know if anybody read that as fast as I did. Puerto Rican and black. Oh, you do. Okay. You took that. You thought I wasn't gonna see that. I don't have Instagram, but you do that though. Did anybody read what she said? Did anybody see that? Am I the only one that saw that? Whatever. So nobody's just read. We got 8 people and no one's reading the comment section. Okay. Well, okay. Well, that's good. That's good to know. You say you don't have Instagram, but what? I'm like the only one that pays attention. Are you ever gonna come London? Yes, I will. Just let the live stream get big. I'm gonna travel. That's what I want to do. That's like the big goal for this. I want to travel, dog. I want to travel. I want to travel everywhere. I want to go Australia. I want to go London. I want to go Japan. And I'm gonna be a good boy too, because Japan, they be putting people in prison real fast. You saw it, sport. You saw that? He said, I seen it. She slid that in, retracted the message fast as fuck too. She wanted me to see that. She said, boom, boom. Like she did that shit fast. Like, she really do gymnastics. The way she flipped that shit, the way she flipped that shit. I have YouTube. That's all. Okay. No, okay. But what type of art do you do? What type of art do you do? Let me see. But yeah, I do plan on coming to London. I do. I would like to come to London. 100%. 100%. Wow. Sport. We remember I was just saying that I was thinking about, I was like, just let it get to 3 hours. But I was like, I might stop it because it's 2 hours, but I keep yapping. We're about to hit 3 hours. It's crazy as hell. We're about to hit 3 hours. I don't believe you. How do you say your name? Mac is Edits? Is it Mac is Edits or is Macy's? I would have to click your profile. But you showed your ass though, literally. Now every time you come in, I'm not, because you have asked me multiple times if I remember you, and I'm like, no. But I'm gonna remember you now. It's too late now. You showed your ass. I'm gonna remember you. Every time she come in, I'm like, ah. You say Ed's paint, and I think that's all. You think that's all? Okay. Okay. What about the message you retracted? What about that? Is that all? Macy. Okay. Macy's. Oh, Macy's Edits. That's what it says. Okay. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, sport. Like that's what I was saying. Like wait, so yeah, Macy's Edits. You was the one who said you made an edit of me. I could have swore it was you, or maybe it was someone else. And I wanted to see the edit, but then I never got a video. Never got a video. You lied to me. I love messing with people. Anyways, I keep going back to sport, but oh yeah, let me hurry up and let me look away from the comment section because I just cannot. I think I got ADHD. Yeah, but I told you sport. I was like, yeah, we going I'm gonna just keep the live stream going. I might stop at 2 hours. I look up, it's almost 3 hours. That's how you know I talk too damn much. She may be able to draw your book pictures. Yes, she might. She says she do art. She says she does art. She might be able to create the merchandise and then and get a piece out of it or something. I don't know. Because I would love to have a merchandise, like get the store popping or something of that nature. That would be cool. Like people are wearing my stuff already. That would be cool. I never told you that. You never told me what. Yeah, nah, I don't believe you. Macy's Edits. I could have swore you came in
and you said you had an edit of me or a picture. You said that last night. I'm gonna have to go relook at it because I say the names, and I know I butchered your name multiple times. And then every time you came in, you was like, "Do you remember me?" And I'm like, "No, I don't remember you." But then you put that message and then retracted it. So now I'm never gonna forget you. You said I just do YouTube. What's the other thing you do? Macy's edits. I'm not gonna say it because it's gonna be an inside joke for me. It's gonna be like Macy. It's gonna be an inside joke. Do you even understand the joke, Macy, of what I'm laughing about? You probably don't even know what I'm laughing about. But I saw what you wrote. You said, "Come on, Macy. That's beautiful. Don't be ashamed of that art." No, art is beautiful. I don't put a picture on your YouTube account. I don't know. Put a picture on your YouTube account, and I'll draw it or do anything with it. I gotta look at your work though. I don't know. Like I gotta check it out. I have to check it out because I don't know how I recognize you as a girl. It looked like a black person holding mangoes. I didn't. I was sick. You didn't what? You was sick holding the mangoes. I'm annoying. I'm annoying. These gyms and women have. You said these gyms and women here half naked is crazy work. You know what's kind of crazy? When did that happen? Like where like gym culture kind of became like a OnlyFans promotion set kind of, like. And then what trips me out about the gym that this is why I walk in the gym and I don't look at nothing. Like you'll see a girl look good and she'll be staring at you, like staring at you. And then you go talk to her and she has a boyfriend. And I'm like, why are you playing with me? Like I didn't say I'll give you an edit or nothing. It's okay, Macy's edits. I'm just teasing you, and we'll leave it there. But now I will never forget you. Okay, so next time you come in, I won't forget you. Pretty much yoga pants and underwear, bruh. Like I'm just like I can see your whole ass. I see everything. I see everything. There's nothing to be desired for. And then you want to know like the sad part about that stuff is when I see actual good girls, I'm like, why don't you just show your ass? Why don't you just show it? Like, just show it. Like I'm curious, like why don't you just do what this girl's doing? Monkey see, monkey do. How do you get graded in Nogi? No Macy's edits. I think when you look at this, I think that thing be lying because as you see, user just responded and sport is in here too. So you see, I don't know. I never look at the views though. How did you get graded in Nogi? Uh, you go to a 10th Planet gym and you just do your thing because I have anger issues. So wait, what do you mean you have anger issues? You was about to get angry because there was two people. Oh, you have anger issues. Be careful. Oh, she said, "Be careful." You gonna hate me. Maybe I'm not the right person to watch. If Ngannou and Jones fought, what would be the outcome? I think Jones would at the time. Well, if Jones would have got him when Jones was healthy, I think Jones would have beaten Ngannou. But I think it would have been a great fight to watch. Sadly, you get gi promotions by showing up. That's true. Macy said, "Be careful. What you gonna do? What you gonna do with all that junk? All that junk inside your trunk?" I don't know if you have junk, but I just thought the song. But I'm gonna get you drunk. Where you from? I am from Los Angeles, California, SoCal. And yeah, you said, "Oh my bad." No, you good, Macy. You are so good. I'm just telling you when I will make you angry the way I talk. Now that I see I can bug you, I'm gonna keep bugging you. You seem like a fun person to bug. That's just what it is. Um, when girls like I have anger issues, I'm like, Have y'all seen that one little meme? Lizard, 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 lizard. That's me. I have anger issues. Lizard, lizard, lizard. That's me, brother. Your first reaction after seeing the White House card? Did you, bro? Like I was like, what the fuck is this, bro? Like I couldn't believe that they overhyped that shit. That shit was overhyped. They should just if they would have been silent about it and just posted it. Guess what? We fighting at the White House. Everybody would have went crazy. You said money, shame. They should find a more legit way to do promotions. Yeah, everything's about money. Everything's about money now. Everything's about money. It's all about money. That's what I figured out. Like all this stuff is like fighting MMA is just about entertainment. It's not about skill. Promote jiu-jitsu, promotions. It's about money. You said I don't like getting teased. What do you mean? Oh, you don't like getting teased? I'm gonna keep teasing you. Lizard, lizard, lizard. Oh man. That's the fun thing about being a black man, dealing with black women. You know, like the other races, they be so afraid of the attitude and stuff. I love that shit. Lizard, lizard, like I love that shit. But yeah. The White House card was asked though. I didn't. Well, I think like objectively is gonna be a good like the reveal was asked, but I think the fights are gonna be dope as hell. I think like we're gonna be very entertained that night. You see, I like YouTube and stuff. When someone teased me, I'm getting a little vicious. It's cool. It's cool. I'm gonna just keep teasing you. You good, baby? Don't worry about it. Lizard. Lizard, you good? She said you got anger issues. Don't worry. Welcome to. What type of fighting style do you have, actually? You said, man, don't promote me if I'm bad. Well, that's the problem. You know, like, you got the money. You've been showing up. We need you to stick around. Because then if some people don't, like, there's places that if they don't promote, people leave and they go somewhere that does promote, you know? The card is better. What happened? He put Lopez versus Alex for main event. What do you mean? What do you mean? What are you talking about? Did they change the card? Okay, no. You're saying the card, like, okay, you're saying that the card will be better if they put Lopez and Alex for the main event. That's what you're saying. Okay. I was like, did they take out Taporia and Justin Gaethje? You said, what's your hobby? I do martial arts. I do MMA, jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, boxing, content creation. I say on here, I yap. I do poetry, art, and music. And I play, well, I already said music. I can play piano, play guitar. And yeah, that's pretty much what I do. And I'm trying to get this money so I can go travel the world on live stream with all my live stream boys. And that's the goal. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing right now. He said, man, I'm a grown ass man. I don't need a promotion to be there to get embarrassed moving forward. But some people do, sport. Some people do. Not everybody's built like us, sport. Not everybody is built like us. Some people need a little pop on the ass saying good job. You said, I'm going to say you're funny. I appreciate that. Thank you. He had put that Alex versus Lopez. I'll be mad seeing Lopez. Oh, okay. I got you. I was like, did you see the look on my face? I was like, what? Like, but okay, I got what you're saying. Well, thank you, Macy. I appreciate you coming in and out, Macy, asking if I remembered you, because I didn't remember you. But it's kind of weird. You're a tomboy without a social media. Do you have TikTok? When you say you have YouTube, how do you guys find these live streams? Because when I'm on YouTube, I never see live streams. I don't know how you guys find these live streams. Because on my YouTube, it's just videos. So I only watch videos. I've never seen like live streams. You see, I don't care about getting promoted much either, but not gonna lie, when I got my blue belt, it felt so good and deserved. Yeah, I mean, it feels okay. So sport. Let's be real here. Because my boy San Jeezy said it correctly, because it's kind of true. It do feel fucking good though. You like when you got that shit on. Like, okay, like I know I'm kind of ass, but I got that shit on though. You know, it do kind of feel good. It kind of feel good. It make you feel good. Cause I remember when I was a blue belt, I was like, I don't want my purple belt. And then I'm sitting there, and then he put the purple belt on me. I was like, like I mean, it just I don't know. Like I get what you're saying. Like I know we don't want to be like we don't want to be ass, but it do feel good though. It do feel good. Can you imagine getting those promotions and going to another gym and they laughing at you because you should be a white belt, but they gave you a purple belt? Okay, now that is a bad look, but it does feel good when you put that shit on. You say, I search Talk UFC with live filter and then got your live. Oh shit, that's what people were doing. Okay. And then you just come in here and you just see me yapping about whatever. Okay. So that's how people are finding me. Oh. You said when I got my blue belt, I was a target. People were rolling real hard. Oh yeah, when you like people want to humble you immediately. That's like when you get your new belt. You said I got a black belt on Amazon. It felt great. 2-day shipping. Yeah. Shit, you better. It feel good when you put that shit on. It feel good. Was it with your work pants? Proud black woman. Was it with your work pants? You put it on. A belt feel good, man. I don't know. It's something about that. The belt and like a necklace. Like when you put like when you win a competition, they put that little gold around your neck. It's just like my neck is a little bit heavy. It feel good. I don't know why. I think like we know in our brains that we should be like much better, or I don't know what the fuck we know, but like we just know like I could do better, but it still feels good. I don't know why. Don't know why it feels so good, but it feels good. I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna make sure because the 3 hours is almost up. I'm gonna make sure that guys, if you haven't yet, make sure you take your protein today. Do you watch WWE or NXT? You said only if it's gold though. Yeah, true. Because I don't really represent the silver and stuff like that. I don't watch WWE. I grew up watching WWE, but I don't watch it. You said Smitty more vids, bros. Like, what type of vids are you looking for? Because I plan on posting a lot more vids. I want to post some more talking head videos of me just discussing about nutrition, different martial arts topics, conversational topics, and then I plan on doing a lot more breakdowns. I want to do like at least. I want to start doing more breakdowns. I'm telling my brother to subscribe to you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you, Macy Edits. I appreciate you. You don't have to get your brothers to subscribe to me. I only want it if they really love me. I was like, what the hell is that? I only want it if they love me. I don't want a pity subscriber. It's so funny. I was just talking about like but if he do subscribe, put that shit on. But yeah, it's funny. Yeah, no, I got you guys. Any but breakdowns are nice. Yes. I plan on. So what I plan on doing is I 100%. I want to talk about some nutrition videos. Like I want to break down the science or like the benefits of honey. I found a good breakdown of that. I think I already have the video recorded. So I want to talk about that. I want to talk about communication as a martial art. I want to start going deeper into that. And then I want to start talking about deeper martial art topics. And then I want to do some breakdown of jiu-jitsu, like these highlights that I'm doing. I want you guys to understand exactly what I'm looking for. And then today I'm going to be teaching at my MMA gym. You know what? That's perfect. What do you guys, cause it was Sport, that was actually a good video. People fucked with that back take video. I was shocked. I didn't think anybody really cared, but I was shocked how many people didn't know how to escape the back. I was shocked. I was like, damn, you know? So maybe I could do another video for you guys, maybe later on today. I don't know, but it's better when someone like, but then the problem is, see, Sport dropped some money for that. That's the only reason why I got my ass up. Like when it's for free, this sounds so fucked up, but when it's for free, I take my sweet ass time. Like Sport, you saw how long it took me to do that, but I didn't let that go in my mind because I was like, he dropped something. Like, let me get that shit ready. But like, I don't know. We're gonna see. Because I have a triangle breakdown in my phone. Like I broke down how to do a triangle and I broke down how to escape a triangle. And it's been like 2 months. I still haven't posted that video, but I'm gonna post some stuff. Going out of town, complete trash, getting embarrassed. I'll throw that blue belt away and show back up in my white belt. Oh shit. Yeah. Yeah. You say he's going to sub. Well, that's fine. Macy's edits. How old are you? Very curious. Very curious. How old are you? You say he likes fighting stuff, so he's going to like you. I big appreciate that. Thank you. I respect that knowledge. Yeah, man. I was just shocked how many people like how good that video did. I was like, what the hell? Like, and people started messaging me like, hey man, you need to break this game down a lot more. Like the way you're breaking it down, it just makes sense. And I'm thinking like in that video, I was stumbling. I wasn't like, it was just off the cuff of like the stuff that I know. And you said your vids help me enough. That appreciate you. Like I don't really, from my point of view, like I'm stumbling. I'm not explaining stuff clearly. I'm like, that could have been better. That could have been better. Like I didn't show a live example of me escaping what I showed. Like I'm that anal about giving the information. I'm that anal about that. Like I want to show, like I don't want to just talk about it, but I want to show it. But I posted that video and a lot of people fucked with it. It helped a lot of people. You say if I pay my coach, why wouldn't I pay you for going out of the way to help me? I big appreciate that. You said yes, Triangle working on this now. Yeah, like Triangle escapes and Triangle like attacks. I want to break down the martial art. I want to break down everything. I want to break down the pins. What I really want to do is I want to go into escapes. I feel like jiu-jitsu, the community does not go over escapes. I feel like that would be a crazy niche that I would kill. I feel like I would get thousands of views. Like how to escape an armbar, how to properly do a hitchhiker escape, how to escape a Kimura when someone catches you in that, how you should properly escape a guillotine. Like if I went over that, I know that series would go crazy. You said, do you want me to draw you something or something? Well, it depends. It depends on what you want to draw. 9 years old? Okay, there we go. That's what I was looking for. That's good. Yes, you can draw me. We need a no incumbents, no... what? A what? A what? A no incumbents. What the fuck are you saying? Am I stupid right now? Yes. Okay. We need a no incumbents, no APAC party. What do you mean by that, Gary? What do you mean by that, Gary? What do you mean? Explain to me. I need to understand because I don't understand. I don't understand what you're saying. I see where that's going. That's good. That's my thing, bruh. What do you mean? What do you mean? What are y'all are we talking in slang all of a sudden? Why is everybody like, y'all got 2 minutes to clean this up because I will end this live exactly on 3 hours. Y'all got what? Oh, escape. Okay. I was like, hold on, what are we talking about now? Yeah, no, bro. I plan on going over escapes, and that's something huge that I plan on doing. That's something super huge. Like, I feel like we don't talk about that enough. Everyone talks about these nice, cool moves of what to do, but they do not talk about how to, you said, put that gi on, Smitty, we need that. I feel like people will be bored because I remember a few years ago, people kept saying that. It was like, put the gi on, put the gi on. And I was like, all right. So I put the gi on, right? And then suddenly everyone was like, take the gi off, take the gi off. I was like, oh, fuck. All right. God damn it. Like, all right. And so the gi never came back on. But I just think like that's like a whole genre of stuff to um just go through. Like that's a whole genre. That's a whole genre. So yeah, that's a whole genre that you have to go through. Like the gi is something else. You said just trash, talk no content on this idiots. Oh yeah. I draw you fighting somebody or just practicing. Yeah, draw whatever you want to draw. Go ahead and draw it. I appreciate the time that you're taking out to draw me. You said just trash, talk no content. Oh, you don't know? Just practicing. Do that one. Just me practicing. Would appreciate that. Thank you guys for we got 10 likes this live stream. I appreciate that. This is literally one of my slow days, and I love the way this live stream went. So, Sport, do you see the vision? Do you see the vision? Oh, you said sorry, bruv. London Tings. No, I got. It took me a second, user. But I see it now. I was like, oh, okay, I see. But Sport, do you see the vision? I told you, bro. I was like, nah, we're just gonna sit here and chill. We're gonna see what happens. And then that third, 3 hour started spiking. So maybe YouTube was correct on that. I want to see. What do you want to see? Ack, what do you want to see? What do you want to see? What are we curious about? How is everybody doing? We got 10 likes. I would like to get at least 11 or 15. You and Mighty Mouse roll. That would be dope. That would be dope as hell. I think that would be dope. I think I told everybody the story. I've already seen Mighty Mouse. He's actually way smaller than me. We'll talk about how practice goes tonight. Yes. But so I won't be on later. There's a reason why I'm on right now. I won't be on later. Like cuz I'm training tonight too. But I will be on tomorrow. I plan on actually getting on tomorrow. Probably I'm thinking 4 p.m. Pacific time. So what is that for you? Is that 7 for you? Sport? Is that 7? Right? Or is that 6? I put my gi back on. Am constantly wary of my fingers. Yeah, I'm not a fan of destroying the fingers. I'm not a fan of it at all. But I think Mighty Mouse would destroy me in the gi. I don't practice gi enough. But yeah, everybody, I plan on getting on tomorrow at 4 p.m. Pacific Coast time. That's the plan. I want to do a 3-hour live stream again. I want to start doing 3-hour live streams every live stream. This one was kind of hard to get through, but it ended up turning up really good. You said tomorrow's time is 7. So, okay, so you're 3 hours ahead of me. Okay, cool. So, I mean, that might be good, right? Because I think you guys on the East Coast should be getting home, or at least should be getting done with training. Yeah, I think so. But yeah, I want to get on at 4. It's gonna be on the dot too, because I have to teach also tomorrow, and then that's the plan. I'm gonna try to get home as early as possible, make sure I'm on at 4, and we're gonna have a good live stream. I'm gonna come with a lot more topics too. I'm getting better with these topics and the thumbnails too. I'm getting much better with that. And you got anybody before I bounce off? Do we have any questions? Do we have any questions before I leave? Because I can yap a little bit and before I bounce, because I'm about to bounce off. I'm gonna make me a protein shake. I'm gonna take a nap, like a 15-minute nap, maybe 20, and then I'm gonna go to jiu-jitsu and try to get some new highlight clips. You said I've been watching you for a while. Cool to see you're real. Thank you. Appreciate that. It's funny because I look unassuming in person. I don't look very interesting in person. And then people tell me they expected my voice to be like much more like menacing, I think. I'm like someone said last night I talk like a white guy. I was like, that's actually a compliment. Am I supposed to be in the gym? Okay. I'm gonna be on for 3 hours. That's what I'm saying. So excited to draw tomorrow. I'll be at training same time. Well, we'll see. Because I know at 7 like on the no, it's 7 on the dot tomorrow. I have to. You say be on at 8 p.m. 7 on the dot. So I go teach tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. Pacific Coast time. So that'll be 10 for you, and then I get out at 8:30. So then if I was to smash on home, I'll probably get home by 9, and then maybe I could probably hit. I don't know. We'll see. We'll fucking see. Yeah. Have you started focusing more on top game since starting MMA, or do you like the guard? No, I'm all top game, dog. I'm all The guard is terrible in MMA. It's terrible. It's terrible, big dog. It's ugh. Thank you, Macy's. Yeah, the guard is terrible because you can get beat up. Like, well, I gotta go, so we'll be up out of here soon. But anyways, let me see. Any more questions? Do we have any more questions? Because we're past the 3-hour mark, and I did exactly what I wanted to do. I'm very happy. This was actually another successful live stream. I want to keep going 3 hours a day. I've been doing 2 hours for a minute, but 13 likes. Thank you guys. Big appreciate you. If I can get 15, that would be super fucking appreciated. UFC fans need to learn the ground. Oh my god, bro. They the UFC fans. That's what I said earlier. I said I don't think UFC fans are actually real martial art fans. I don't think they really appreciate martial arts. I don't really think they do. Can you go through my account? Maybe. Well, I can't do it now. I'm on live stream, so maybe I'll check you out another time. Because once I click off, oh shit, I'm 2%. Damn. So that's interesting. So every time I hit 3 hours, okay, we gotta get off. Every time I hit 3 hours, I guess my phone, that's the battery that my phone has. Okay, so I love you guys. You guys be safe. I'm gonna be on tomorrow, 4 p.m. Pacific Coast time. That's 7 p.m. for Eastern time. I'm gonna be on for 3 hours. I plan to be on for 3 hours. When I'm rolling with big guys, I panic. What would you suggest? Constant motion, bro. Constant motion. That's how you beat big guys. When you sit back and you look up at the sky, you study the stars, that's how you get submitted. Constant motion. Don't forget that question. I would like to go deeper into that question on the next live stream. I hate casual talk on UFC. It's annoying. Bro, we're gonna talk more about some UFC stuff tomorrow. Bye, I got school. Be safe. You all be safe. I always tell you guys, I love you guys, because you never know. This might be the last conversation we have. But I'm going to make sure it's not. I'm going to make sure I'm paying attention. I hope you guys make sure you're paying attention. So you guys be safe. I'll be on tomorrow, 4 p.m. Pacific Coast time. That's 7 p.m. Eastern time. You guys, y'all take care and be safe. Good live stream too, by the way.